Oh, gee.
Classic. Hi.
No.
Welcome to this episode where we will just be talking about inside jokes that we know that you maybe aren't a part of, and just having a good time with us. No, you're right. No, we're not doing that. It's Friday night on Saving Throw, so that means it's time for Wildcards.
Yay!
Wow, we've never done that before.
That's a good bit, Gaurav.
Great bit, Gaurav. We will be continuing to explore the hallowed and haunted halls of East Texas University using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rule set, and we're so glad to have you guys here. Really quickly, just so what happened last week doesn't happen again, so I can get these now. Psycho Sammy, thank you very much for the sub. Tyrannodon, thank you very much for the resub. 404 data not found, sorry that didn't go through, but thank you whoever you are for the resub. And David Flegel, thank you very much for the resub. My name is Jordan Caves-callarman. I am the dean of this table, and we're so glad to have you guys here. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks to Rick Bear behind the scenes for being here. Let's give it up for Rick Bear. Let's meet everybody else here at the table tonight. Since we're all here, everyone is present and accounted for. What I would like to know from you guys tonight is I would like to know your name, your character's name, and then I would like to know what the most memorable test story each one of you has is.
Our characters or us?
You as a person. What is the most, and it doesn't have to be from college, what is the most memorable story you remember around a test? And we will start over here. All right, Gaurav's not here.
I was just going to sit in silence for a while and then be like, but did you pass?
Okay, all right, hold on. A lot of these are coming in. Fractured Avatar 13, thank you for the resub. Sam Burke, thank you for the resub. Zanye, thank you for the resub. And Kortra, thank you guys for the resub.
Hey, thanks,
we'll talk
everybody.
about what that means in a little bit, but we will start actually over here. So, no, we won't start there. We're going to start over here.
Oh.
Nope, we won't start there. We're going to start
I've got a
here.
story.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Start us off.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I play Josh Sawyer, who just goes by Sawyer. Sawyer's the journalism student who likes that sort of thing. He drinks a lot of coffee and stuff. And the most memorable... So, I think I've told you guys this story before, but back when I was in high school, I could start nosebleeds at will. I could...
You've never told
You definitely have never told us this story.
I haven't told you guys this story.
That you could start nosebleeds at will?
So,
That
okay.
was such a Pridgeon statement.
It really was.
God.
So I've definitely told you guys this, but anyways, I can bleed on command. Oh no. Fuckwad, thank you for the resub. New EOJ, thank you for the sub. Kevin Held what? Thank you for the resub. Stylin74, thank you for the resub. And Horace B, thank you for the resub.
Those are from Kaga.
And Kaga, thank you for
Kaga.
gifting all of
What's
those.
up, So I had I don't know why exactly. I eventually got like my nose cauterized, but I could go like this, and if I just kind of rub my nose like that, it would just start bleeding. And it was so consistent that I could do that there was one time where I came into a test and I looked at the test and I go, oh fuck, I like completely didn't study for this. Like I thought I knew this, but I have no idea what this test is about. And so I would just go like, and then just keep taking the test, and my nose would start bleeding, and I would wait for someone else to point it out. And they'd be like, oh my god, your nose is bleeding. And I'd be like, ah, crap, this happens all the time. And the teacher would be like, well, your nose is bleeding, you've got to go to the nurse. I'll be like, it'll stop in like just a minute. I like really just want to like finish this test. I don't want to get out of the mindset. And she'd be like, no, don't worry, we'll give you time to do it later. Just, you've got to go, it's school policy. I'd be like, so inconvenient.
Well, if I gotta go.
And then I'd have to go, and of course it would stop because it always stopped very fast. But by then, I would have missed a big hunk of the test, and they let me do it later.
So this only happened one time on a test?
So on a test, yes.
Okay.
There were other times when I didn't want to be in a class that I would make it happen.
Okay.
There are so many, like... So, I think I got it cauterized. I feel like you'd remember the sensation of that. And also, like, the fact that you can make your nose bleed on command, doesn't it seem like there's something bad happening there?
I did get it cauterized.
It's been cauterized, Megan. I don't know what you're worried about.
I guess I didn't really know like
Look,
what
happening.
made it so easy to like start nosebleeds. I guess it was just like a vein that was too close to the inside of my nose.
We may never know, but now we know that that was a thing that did happen that allowed you to get out of a test. So
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that with
Hey,
us.
can your nose bleed on cue? Let us know in the comments below.
Send
Or
us a
call-
video of you making your
or
nose
call your
bleed.
doctor because that's something seriously wrong with you.
It's very
You
wrong.
got to get it cauterized.
100%.
You'll probably forget about
Now I haven't had nosebleeds in like years and years and years. And
Well, it's
years.
impossible
All
now.
the
You've been
time.
cauterized.
it. Yeah, thank God for that cauterization.
All right. Who wants to go? Who wants to follow that?
I remember a test thing.
Okay. All right. Hit us with it.
Hi, my name is Meghan Caves, and I play Adelaide Blackwood. And the
And tell us just like a couple things about Adelaide. Just in the interest of
Adelaide,
fairness.
Is an eclectic geek nerd. She's both things.
She's an eclectic geek nerd.
She's a geek nerd. She wants to be a librarian. She is really personable and does really well in social situations.
Not true. She's a geek nerd, commonly shortened to nerd, but that's spelled with a silent G at the beginning, like gnome. So,
I think it's Neek.
Yep.
it's Neek?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Neek.
Anyway,
Nerk.
Nerk. I like
Unique.
that actually, yeah. The test story that I remember, which I just remembered, was my lighting class in, I don't know, sophomore year of college, I think. And we had a final, and I just remember like waking up in the morning and getting all my stuff together and getting to the parking lot like fairly early. So I thought, well, I'll just sit in my car for a little bit. And the whole time I'm like, yep, my class is at 10:30. And then right around I'm heading up to my class, like I'm gonna be there still a little early. And I start walking up and I'm like, oh my God, my class is at 9:30. So I'd missed the entire thing because I just got so confused on my time that day. I remember I went to my teacher, and I've always been a pretty good student. I was in class, did my work. So I remember going to the teacher and I was like, I literally forgot what time the class was. And he kind of looked at me like I was crazy, but he was like, okay. And he let me take the test at another point. It was very weird. Time and I don't time well.
You must have really just sold the honesty of that moment.
I must have.
Listen,
'Cause
straight
I remember
up.
it
I
was,
forgot how time worked.
It was Drawheim, and I remember he looked at me for like a little bit and kind of blinked and was like, okay. I think it was one of those things where he's like, well, she's never done something like this before, so I guess whatever.
And that's a really bad experience.
a really
Yeah,
bad
like if they were making this up, they would make up something better.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that was weird. I don't know. It's like I read time in chunks, like the feel of a chunk as opposed to the actual numbers. I don't know how to explain that, but
Sure.
it makes sense for me. So
We've all felt time chunks. Thank you very much, Lady Imago, for the tip. And let's jump
you.
over to our last study group member.
Hi.
Garav.
After you.
No, you're Garav.
Oh! I'm actually Dom Zook, and I play Ron Tagoth Stevens,
Tell us two things about him.
strong and loyal.
All right, that works.
Thanks,
David
David.
Flegel.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, David
Flegel.
Flegel.
I've been out of school much longer than everyone else. I don't remember many things about school, but the one thing that came to mind was I think it was 7th or 8th grade, and we had like a pop quiz. And I remember getting it, and everyone was always freaked out. And I was just like, this is so easy. And I just remember going through it and speeding through it, and then turning in. I was like the first one to turn it in, and teachers were like, thanks, and you'll hand it to the person in front of you or whatever for grading. And it's like, okay, cool. And I did that, and then she was all like, so everyone read question number 2. And so we start reading question number 2, and we're grading it. And the last sentence of question number 2 was, don't answer any more questions on this test. Otherwise you fail. And it was like, oh, it was one of those tests.
It was a following directions test.
Yeah, I was like, that's bullshit, because I answered every single one and they're all right.
I remember when teachers would give us those, and then they'd be like, ha, no, you all failed because you didn't actually read instructions. See?
Yeah.
All of you 11-year-olds are not paying close
Now,
enough
see,
attention.
I was a rule follower, so I was the kid who, if they were like, read everything before doing the test, I was like, teacher said do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I never had a teacher do that.
You never had one of those?
Oh, yeah, that was
No.
like an
It's a
exercise
pretty common
thing.
tactic, yeah.
I remember teachers being like, make sure you read everything, and like, I don't know, in a book or something, you come upon something like that. They never gave me a test.
Ours
was
was
like
like
that.
an extra credit thing. Where it'd be like, cool, we're gonna do this little
Pop quiz.
pop quiz logic test thing. And it would be like, how many people are sitting next to you in this class? And it'd be like all these like easy questions though, and you'd be like filling out all of them. The last one would be like, don't answer any of these questions. Just sit at your desk and act like nothing is wrong until the teacher tells you to turn in the
they
test.
tell you to
Then what
read
did
the
you-
whole thing ahead of time.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
then the last question would be like, do not answer any of the above questions or
But
something like
I
that.
have
There would also be ones that are like, at this point, raise your hand and say oodalolly or something like that. And you'd be sitting in class and people would be like, oodalolly, and you'd be like, those fucking idiots.
What are you doing? Why are you saying that?
And thank you for that. Thank you for that very
this
much.
is
Last
not
but not least, Gaurav is not here. Obviously, Gaurav is not here today. It's the holiday. It's a holiday weekend. We just had the 4th of July yesterday. If you're American or you've heard of America, it's kind of a big holiday for us. So
It's the American New Year.
it's the American New Year. So Gaurav is gone, but in his place we have no one. So ordinarily I don't weigh in on these stories, but I will this week since we
Yay.
are down Gaurav because I also have a memorable test story, and mine also comes from middle school. I was in 6th grade, and I was also a rule follower. I was like a very like I was a great student. I just wanted to do the right thing, but. We had to take weekly spelling tests in middle school, and I've always been really good at spelling. I was in the spelling club in middle
Really?
school. Yeah. And I just got so frustrated with having to take these spelling tests that I remember as an 11-year-old, very out of character for me, but one week I just like we were doing like a free period. We had like 20 minutes to read or whatever, and I walked up to my teacher's desk and I was like, basically, I said, hey, I'm like, these spelling tests are a waste of time for me. Like, I'm really good at spelling. I always get 100 on every one of these. Why don't you just give me any word you want to spell right now? And if I spell it right, can I not take the test this week? And for whatever reason, my teacher went along with it. And she just gave me the word receive because we were working on, the I and E stuff. And I was like, receive. I spelled it. I didn't have to take the quiz.
Nice.
Yeah. That was the one time I was like just randomly turned into like an 80s Wall Street stock trader as an 11-year-old. I was like, listen, teach. Let's cut to the chase.
I feel like if I was that teacher, I'd be like pneumonia or something that's like, oh, you little 11-year-old think you know everything.
I nailed it.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. That one would have been hard. Double consonants are my kryptonite. So, thank you guys for sharing all of that. Thank you very much. And before we get too much further, let's talk about all these things that are coming in. And Corey D. Don, thank you very much for the resub.
Thanks, Corey D. Don.
We're Saving Throw. Welcome to Saving Throw. If you are enjoying what we do here on Saving Throw, we have all kinds of RPG and gaming content for you to enjoy happening weekly, several different times a week. And if you enjoy it, if you have a good time, please consider tipping during the show. It means a lot to us personally. It also helps us keep the lights on and keep running everything and keep developing new and exciting content to beam directly into your eyes and ear holes. And as a fun side effect, all cash tips and bit cheers over 100 bits go towards unlocking reward tiers that can give things to these players at the table or take things away or change things in unexpected ways. To see what they are, you can enter !unlocks in the chat and follow the link. And if you need the tip link, you can enter !tips and follow that link. It means a lot to us. But if you can't tip or you simply don't want to, that is also 100% fine. We're just glad to have you here. Thank you for sharing this game with us. And if you wouldn't mind and you're feeling so inclined, you could spread the word about our channel or about Wildcards. You can use the hashtag WildcardsRPG on any social media platform to spread the word about that, and we would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you sub, resub, or gift a sub during tonight's game, you can let Rick Bear know in chat. You can whisper at Saving Throw Show or just tag them in the chat panel and let him know who you would like to give a point of extra credit to at the table. Functions as like a limited reroll, but you can also give them to me or you can give them to the table because the table has been a very good girl this week.
Good job, table.
Finally, what we would like to point out that we have a partnership with Norse Foundry now, and a partnership based on the quality of their stuff, which is very high. If you haven't checked out Norse Foundry, you should. Their website has a lot of their awesome goods. They also show up at a lot of major cons too, so you've probably run into them there. But if you are looking for any type of nice accessory or dice or whatever for your gaming table, definitely give their website a check. And if you enter the code Saving Throw Show when you're checking out, you save 10%
Hooray.
off your order. So that's nothing to sneeze at right there. So
No
give them a
sneezing.
look. That having been said, I think that's pretty much everything.
Oh no, I had my glasses on the whole time. Like
Take
an
them off.
Idiot.
Okay, and
Now
now,
you have to be Jordan the whole time.
students, class is in session. Let's hand out some bennies.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
Thanks, DJ Who.
DJ Who, thank you very much for the resub.
Nice.
All right, so bennies tonight. 3 of them go to Adelaide Blackwood.
Thanks. Can I have some for Gruff?
Nope. 4 of them
Thought it was a good one though.
go to Josh Sawyer because he keeps rolling them lucky 7s on
I
his
do.
tests. 3 of them go to Ron Goth Stevens. And I get 1 for each of you, which is just 3 tonight. I only get 1, 2, and 3.
Graf should be gone all the time.
He should. It cripples me. And why don't we go ahead and draw for Adelaide's curse?
Okay.
Pick a good one this time. Is
Yeah.
it like cursed with being awesome?
When you mentioned the curse, Megan turned into like a strange goblin for a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got?
There's one.
Bend all my cards.
Sorry, it's a 7.
A 7. 7. So
Of
this
clubs,
is from
so there's
the
a complication.
No, that's not how that works. This is from the still being play tested cursed effects table. However, a 7, feelings of doom plague the character. Fear rolls are made at a -2.
Oh no, that is bad.
The bow tie guy, thank you very much for the bits.
Thank
And look who it is. It's a little Cinnabon. Thank you very much for the tip.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, so we've got
Doom.
the curse out of the way there. Let's put that back in the bag here. Let's talk about what happened last time.
Okay.
Let's talk about what are you reading? What are you reading? You look like you're
I
trying
was
to
just
read
looking
things.
at
You trying to read things?
I was looking at the pack of the cards you have.
my
Yeah.
'cause it's, like,
Don't look behind
shiny,
the screen.
But I want to see those.
Don't look
cards.
behind the screen.
The
You'll
cards.
upset
It's upsetting to
wizard.
me. It's upsetting to me. Last time on Wildcards, we had settled into the beginning of sophomore year. Ron is on the football team.
Hooray!
Sawyer and Calvin were considering pledging and rushing to join Tau Beta, the premier party fraternity on campus. Adelaide is in the midst of navigating some new social situations that she's maybe only barely aware of that we'll talk about soon. But Glenn Mack, the professor who has been assigned to the study group as their mentor, or rather chose to be the mentor of the study group in light of the events of their freshman orientation last year, finally called the students into his office, admitted that he now believes Jackson Green, his former assistant, is never coming back, and asked the students if they might possibly be able to help him with his research, since he is swamped and no longer has Jackson's assistant. He asked them if they wouldn't mind looking into some weird happenings that were going on in the engineering building on campus, gave them some equipment, and then had to leave. He was needed out of town on some sort of project in Houston, and sent the study group to the engineering room, where they met Geordie LaForge, to the engineering building to spend the night and see if they could find anything unusual. Almost immediately, they did. Strange noises, feelings of some sort of presence, specifically that Adelaide was experiencing as the psychically sensitive member of the group.
Oh, hello.
As another earthquake hits.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's definitely one.
Oh, it's still happening.
Wow, this is a long one.
Yeah. Still quaking. Oh, getting a little bit stronger.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold for earthquake.
Oh my God, we're just like straight up earthquaking.
Still going.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Here. Oh my gosh.
Do we need to get under something?
I don't
No,
know.
you would get to the side of something.
This is still happening.
Holy shit.
Are we okay?
Whoa.
Should we go outside?
It's okay.
Is it?
Is it though?
Yeah.
Seems to be getting weaker.
But it's still going.
Still happening.
Did it stop?
I think it's stopped.
I'm not
Nope,
sure.
it's still
I
happening.
still feel like it's moving.
Yeah, it does still feel like it's moving.
Uh,
Holy crap!
Ah, holy shit.
That was so long.
Is it done?
Was that just an aftershock?
It's still happening.
There's like...
We can hear mugs banging together out in the... Sorry, guys, bear with us. We're just trying to
Sorry,
see if
yeah.
anything violent's about to happen. This makes us non-LA natives somewhat nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it.
Did it stop?
stopped.
I still feel like I feel a little bit of shake.
But I can't tell if that's just...
Yeah, I think it's just because it's such a rolling.
Did it mess
Yeah,
with
that
our
was
equilibrium, maybe?
Yeah,
Because
well,
that
It
felt
feels
really
like
weird.
it did. That was so weird.
Okay.
I mean, lights are still kind of shaking.
Yeah,
and stuff
they
a
are.
little bit. But.
Well, let's continue.
Sorry.
We'll try and do this.
Yeah.
We're not sure physiologically what might be messing with us right now, so if we do or say anything weird, please don't blame us. We're under the effects of earthquake.
Yeah. All right, my heart's beating pretty fast.
Yeah,
right now.
all right. Anyway, so yeah, you guys found a lot of evidence of spectral activity and almost immediately ran into a student and a professor who were trying to flee things. This was after you were attacked by an animated fire hose, and said that there were people in the building like abducting and dragging people away that were there that night. You followed the trail of chaos to some sort of strange machine that had been constructed in a lab, and it appeared to be opening a gateway to another realm. And as you watched, some professors who seemed to be possessed dragged another professor to the shimmering haze, kind of shoved his face through, and then he too was possessed as well. You guys chose to do something about that and see if you could disrupt this process, and managed to destroy the machine with an exceptional hammer strike from Calvin Everett Jr., which closed the gateway and returned all of the professors and students to themselves, and you found the book that the graduate student who built this machine had gotten the idea from, Creighton's Compendium. And after Rontagoth ripped it in half, you were able to preserve both of the halves.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we left off last time. But that was at the beginning of the season. It's been a while. And why did I ask you guys about tests? Because we are almost halfway through the season. We are fast approaching, through the semester.
And so just, we also realized that it was Creighton White, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, we realized that we found out that he was connected to the 1947 Pine Box Protection Society.
Yes.
Which is the same year
as Nina.
that Nina was in school. or died.
Interesting. There's a lot of things maybe to find out from that book, but we don't know. We can't know that. Taming the Crassus, thank you very much for the sub.
Hey, thanks.
And
I think so.
now that
Crassus
we're
is
heading
very
into
magic.
the week before midterms, why don't we do some shots? Let's loosen ourselves up a little bit. Let's do some shots. Some people bought us some shots, you guys.
Yay!
Raise your red solo cups. Vampire 54 bought us a shot. Okay, let us take out these ghosts of Saltmarsh. What do you mean that was Tuesday? And why is all the rum gone? Raise them up and chug! Thanks very much, Vampire 54. To see what Vampire 54 is talking about, you can look for Ghosts of Saltmarsh on our YouTube channel. Vampire 54 bought us a second shot.
Oh.
Olivia? Calvin? I certainly don't recall these characters. Raise them up and chug!
Chug!
Thanks very much, Vampire 54. That's right. Grav is not gone. He just simply was never here to begin with.
We really should just do a whole episode with like Calvin's character and we don't know who he is next time.
Vampire 54, thank you very much for the shot.
What are you doing here, Grav?
Who even are you?
Lady Imago bought us a shot. Two shots, actually. Let's do the first one.
Show.
From Lady Imago, nosebleeds on command? That boy ain't right.
Yeah.
Raise him up and chug.
Chug.
Thanks very much, Lady Imago. I don't clink with anybody.
Oh.
I'm alone. And Lady Imago's second shot. I feel the earth move under my feet. Raise him up and chug. Thanks very much, Lady Imago.
Wait,
So do we. So do we. Peter Buxton bought us a shot. To Calvin Everett Jr., God rest his soul, who was tragically harrowed before his time. He will be missed. Raise him up and chug.
Pour one out to Cal.
Thanks very much, Peter Buxton. Fractured Avatar 13 bought us a shot. I know there have been a bunch of the 13s lately, but I am the original and first, I think. I'm pretty sure. This game is starting to mess with my mind. Hope it's not messing with yours. Good luck. Raise them up and chug. Thanks very much, Fractured Avatar 13, who may be an earthquake-induced hallucination.
Yep.
I certainly don't remember.
And Vampire 54 bought us a shot.
Oh.
So you know how we need to stop the demon portal from opening? Well, I got a crit fail on club, so earthquake. Also, an army of demons. Raise them up and chug. Thanks very much, Vampire 54. We've also got, some extra credit points to hand out.
I can't wait to rewatch the VOD and see, like, if
You could see it
Camera.
moving.
Or if we all just, like, sat here going like, whoa!
I
Whoa!
still feel kind of shaky.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of like,
So let's just keep moving. The one surefire antidote for earthquaking is RPG playing. Tyrannodon would like to send 2 points of extra credit to the table.
Woo!
Thank you.
Good job, table.
This is the second time we've had an earthquake on stream.
Yep.
The first time was during the NPC show.
Yep, that's true. 404 Data Not Found would like to send 1 point of extra credit to me, the Dean.
Dealing.
It's not the same. David Flagel would like to send 2 points of extra credit to Adelaide Blackwood.
Thank you.
Zanye would like to send 1 point of extra credit to me, the Dean.
Dealing.
It's not the same. Courtois would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Ron Tagath Stevens.
Thank you.
Kevin Held What would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Ron Tagath Stevens.
Thank you.
Corey D. Dunn would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Ron Tagath Stevens.
Thank you.
DJ Who would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Adelaide Blackwood.
Thank you.
Sam Burke would like to send 1 point of extra credit to the player with the fewest.
That me.
That's Sawyer. There you go, Joshua Sawyer. And Fractured Avatar 13 sends 1 point of extra credit to the player who needs it most.
I mean, that's probably me. I'm doomed.
Well, you're plagued with feelings of doom.
Doomed!
I'll let you guys decide this. Who needs it the most?
I don't know, one of you two.
Wait, who's
I don't
deciding this?
I don't know. How many you got?
I don't know. 3?
3?
I thought this would be a quicker decision. Instead, it seems like you're
Need
really
is
just
hard
gonna
to establish.
you're just gonna break it down and really think about it.
Let's write
I'm gonna
this
give it to
out.
Adelaide.
Oh, thank you.
She's the one who said something. Thank you very much, the Bard 1971, for the resub. 32 months. Wow, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
And Heart of Handprints. Thank you very much for the tip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And on that note, it looks like we've unlocked some reward tiers. The very first reward tier, which we'll go ahead and deal with right now, since we haven't gotten started yet, is called Solid Joke. So guys, I need from all of you.
No, I don't want to tell you a joke.
No, it's not a joke.
Okay.
I need to hear from all of you what prank Barrett just pulled on Calvin and filmed. What the most recent one is. And whoever's I think is the most Barrett gets a Benny, and it actually happens. In-game.
Wow, this is
Oh,
a,
I
this
was
is
like,
like
in-game.
a quick thing to come up with. We just gotta come up with it someday.
I mean, like, no, you gotta come
Like
up with it
now?
now, just like I have to do with Barrett pranks, and just do what I do. Think of the worst prank you can think of.
Yeah, but if you don't have an idea for a Barrett prank, you can just make it so Barrett doesn't do a prank.
No, I can't. That's not
You're
an
like,
option.
not an option.
I'll give you guys a second to think about it while I also say that we've unlocked a draw. I'm so glad you're here.
Sorry.
Sawyer, draw.
Yay! I got revelation. You aren't going to believe what I found out. Your hero finds all the information available when doing research or realizes critical information when confronting some obstacle, such as a monster's weakness, the answer to a riddle or cipher, etc.
Nice.
Okay, interesting. All right, hang on to that.
We run into
I don't know if
these
that's going to come in
obstacles.
handy or not this session, but
I
at
don't
least
really
you'll have
research
it.
anything.
We have also unlocked the Conviction of Youth,
Hooray, youth!
which I already rolled for, and it went to Garav. Nope, not this time. This time, it's going to Ron Tagath Stevens.
Thank you. I'm
You've,
honored.
you've the Conviction of Youth. You can spend that D6 and add it to any one roll you make tonight.
Your youth has been convicted.
Yeah.
So thank you very much to the Alumni Association for unlocking all of that stuff. And we also have 1 point of extra credit for Adelaide Blackwood from the Bard
Yay!
1971.
Thank you.
I'm starting to think that Sawyer could have used that.
Well, it's mine because I'm doomed.
Nope. Plagued by feelings of doom.
Doomed!
It's a very different thing. I will also remind you all that we have 2 mystery box cards still in effect from last session. They will trigger when they trigger, and not a moment sooner.
That's what they do.
That sounds like a children's rhyme, the way you said that.
They will trigger when they trigger. All right, let's jump in.
Okay.
Let's jump into this, guys. So
That was a firework.
that's fireworks.
Come on now.
This is gonna be an interesting evening as far as like environmental stimuli goes.
Yeah.
So it's been several weeks. We're almost halfway through the semester. We're heading into the last week before midterms, and as per usual, tensions are getting high as everyone is preparing to take the first of the big tests that they're going to have to take this year. On top of that, your sophomore year classes are a bit more intense than your freshman year classes. Now everyone expects you to be adjusted to and ready for the college academic life. There's no more hand-holding. There's no more, oh, okay, well, you didn't know, or you got lost on the way to class, that's okay. No, you are held to a higher standard now as sophomores. You are expected to maintain a certain degree of academic, if not consistency, then, if not excellence, then consistency.
But all through high school, everyone was like, now when you get to college, there's not going to be any hand-holding. They're going to expect you to just know what you're doing. And then you get to college and they're like, all right, that was a lie for about a year.
Yep. Everything's pretty much a lie. Shinixen, thank you very much for the resub.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Years.
2 years. 2 years
Yeah.
this very evening. Thank you. So since it's been some time, you guys have been you've been taking classes. You've been involved in your other activities. We're gonna jump around to each of you here in just a moment. But I have one question for you first. Would you like to reveal your Barrett pranks now, or after we talk about what you've been up to since last
Go
time?
now.
I could probably do one now. Yeah.
Make them go first, and I'll come up with one.
Let's hear what Barrett did to Calvin. One option is...
I think that he replaced all of his sugar with salt, so all the sugar that he would use in the morning for coffee or whatever. And then I think he also just took that a step further and switched all his shampoo and body wash and conditioner bottles and every hair product he uses.
Okay.
And then also, anything he could do, if there were some ketchup and mustard containers, he just switched those around.
So what I'm hearing from you is Barrett switched Calvin's sugar and salt and then had a lot more time left and Calvin wasn't back yet. So he was like, yeah, I could get some mileage out of this just doing it to everything that can be switched.
Yeah, because I feel like what Barrett does is he kind of takes very basic pranks and just beats them into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what I feel like Barrett
All right.
does. So.
Okay. That's one option for what might have happened. What about over here?
Hey, Escapebox.
Escapebox Games. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back in. So Barrett called Calvin and said, I don't feel well. I need you to come. And what he did is in his own bed, he filled it. He emptied out a bunch of Taco Bell tacos
Okay.
in his bed and into a shape. He bought so many that he basically built a shape of Barrett in his bed and a little paper mache Barrett head, and had a little tape recorder that just went, oh, that was in there. And then he hid. And then when Calvin came to check on him, he just saw this ground beef mass in Barrett's bed, and for a moment thought that actually something weird had happened, and then Barrett shot out and was like, you've been Barretted, and did his thing.
Okay. I just have one question.
Yeah.
This is just the only question I have about this. Did he scoop out the inside of the tacos and then shape the lettuce, tomato, ground beef, and cheese into a mass, or was it just a bunch of tacos that were loosely assembled into?
No, he scooped it all out.
In his own bed.
Yes, in his own bed. And then in the trash, there's a bunch of used tortillas.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
That is also a very good one because it's just so stupid. It makes no sense. It basically is more of a prank on Barrett than anyone else.
Right.
And both of these so far are very good. I like both of these so far. Let's hear what else could have happened.
I've got mine. So
Okay.
Barrett went online and found these replacement keyboard keys that you can find, and they're like novelty ones that say like "sup" or "win," and he found ones that had dicks on them, that had like little pictures of dicks. So he went to Calvin's computer when Calvin wasn't around, and like pried off some of the keys, and then like tried to replace them with the novelty keys, and found out they weren't exactly the same fit, and they wouldn't fit on Calvin's computer.
Okay.
And they didn't fit, and he couldn't get the old ones back on, so he changed the prank to being that he took off a bunch of keys on Calvin's computer.
And threw them away.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's an aborted prank that would have been like okay at best had it gone through, but instead just achieves new levels of mediocre failing. Man, this is hard. These all feel very Barrett. These are all very Barrett.
You could just say that Calvin was out of town for a couple days, and he was like, "I'm gonna do all of these," and he just fucking wrecked his life. I think that'd be funny for Grav.
I could say that, but I'm not. I'm going to say that the one that feels most Barrett is the taco one. I'm gonna go with the taco.
Yay!
I'm gonna go taco. I'm gonna go taco. So, Ron Tagath Stevens, you are awarded an extra Benny
Thank you.
from the Alumni Association. Those were the stakes this whole time. I said that from the get-go.
Yeah.
The Alumni Association said that. Thank you guys very much for unlocking that.
Thank you. Thank you so
Ooh,
much.
guys, that was a magnitude 7.
Where was it? That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, was it where Garav is right now?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, what's it up?
Oh, that's
North?
true.
Actually, I'm seeing mixed things. Someone said 7.1 and someone said 6.9.
All right, we're going to figure it out. But for the time being, we're going to play a game. Really, really quickly, let's hand out these extra credit points. Shimmickson would like to give one to Ron Tagath Stevens.
Thanks, Jimmickson.
Vampire54 would like to give one to Sawyer.
Yay, thank you!
And Escapebox Games.
Sorry.
Two?
Yay!
2 to Sawyer.
Even better!
Holdover from Tuesday.
Gotcha.
Hurrah!
And Escapebox Games would like to send one to me for Barrett if possible.
Bless you.
That it won't be possible tonight, but you'll see why. But I appreciate it anyways. Thank you very much. So let's catch up on what's been going on with you guys. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Ron, you're a kicker on the Ravens football team, a walk-on kicker, beloved by Coach Blakemore for some reason. Maybe it's all the rumors he heard about you kicking holes in fences. That definitely seems to be a pretty good contender for
A lot
why.
of people like to talk about that.
They do. They talk about it a lot. But for whatever reason, the coach really believes in you. Coach Blakemore really believes in you. You've played in a few games at this point, but you've still only just been brought on to kick. Stevens,
Yeah. Yes, Coach.
I want to talk to you real quick. Just come, huddle up. Just, it's a coach and player huddle. No, the rest of you, I said huddle up to Stevens. All right, the rest of you hit the showers. If I want to huddle up with everyone, I'll make eye contact. Just get in the showers. God damn. All right, Stevens,
Yes.
I want to talk to you about your performance in these past few games.
Oh, yeah.
How have you performed in the past few games, Ron? You've been a kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we see how well you've performed?
Sure. Yeah.
SF Giants 49er, thank you very much for the tip.
you.
Ron Tagath Stevens. Give me an athletics roll to see how well you've performed in these past few games.
Okay. Oh, that's the double ace.
Double ace.
Ooh, very well.
9.
9. A success with a raise. Yeah. I want to talk about it because it's been exceptional.
Oh.
You've really been knocking it out of the park, and I mean that both figuratively and literally. Because when you kick that football, right through those goalposts, every time, like an arrow.
Yeah, they should probably fix it so it doesn't go actually outside.
Yeah, we're gonna have to install a net or something. I don't know. We've had a lot of complaints from people who are sitting behind the goalposts there getting pegged right in the kisser
Yeah.
when you kick them balls. So I guess, I'm supposed to ask you to take a little sauce off of those for safety reasons. Liability. The school wants me to tell you, just,
Sure.
scrape
yeah.
off a little bit of the sauce.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Officially, that's what I told you.
Right.
Unofficially, I want you to kick that ball as hard as you can, every time. You keep this up, Stevens. You keep this up, Stevens. I'm working on the other coaches, all right? Listen, I'm head coach.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean I'm dictator of the field. All right? I don't own the team.
Right.
Listen, yeah, I may be the highest paid person at this university.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I don't work for it. No, that doesn't mean I have to go out there and fight my own assistant coaches, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, Gary, all of them, just to make sure that I'm putting together the best damn Ravens team we can have this year. So, how about it, Stevens? You interested in doing a little bit more for your school? You want to show them what you got?
Sure, yeah.
Huh?
More than kicking?
More than kicking.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Stevens? Tell me, what's your dream? What's your football dream? Huh?
Well,
Where do you think you belong out there on that field?
I don't know. I mean, I could do.
What's your dream, Stevens? Don't listen. Don't get up here in your head. All right, I want to know what your heart's telling you about the sport. Huh? I can see the look in your eyes when you're out there on the field. You're focused. You're determined. You're in the zone. You are the goal. You're also the football. You're also yourself. And what does that person want to do out there on that field? What kind of glory do you want, Stevens? What do you want your legacy to be here at ETU?
I mean, whatever you need. Wide receiver?
Stevens, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to open up your heart. Look inside. All right? All right, there's no right answer here. All right? You're not trying to please the teacher.
Right.
You're not trying to pass some quiz. All right? You're going to play the greatest sport that God has ever gifted this earth. And you're going to play it as well as you damn well can.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? Don't give me this, I don't know, wide receiver. Is that you, unless you want to be wide receiver, because we do actually desperately need a really good wide receiver. But that doesn't have to be what you do, Stevens. What's your heart tell you? Stevens!
Yeah.
Get mad! Get passionate! Look inside! Stevens! What do you feel?
Receiver, I guess. Yes,
Wide receiver. That was an honest response. That was an honest response. Wide receiver. All right, yeah. You got the moves for it. You got the speed. Your catching's pretty good. We're gonna need to work on some drills, though. All right? Because listen, you got natural ability, but you gotta get into this. All right? You gotta live, breathe, sleep it. You gotta watch it. You gotta run it.
Right.
You gotta feel it.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can do it.
I want to believe you when you say that, Stevens. I want to believe you. I want to hear it.
I can do it.
Tell me you can do it.
I can do it.
Tell me you can do it.
I can do it.
You can receive wide.
I can receive wide.
That's right. All right. Hit the shower, Stevens.
Okay.
Elias Sniper and Shimmickson. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you very much. That's very kind.
Awesome.
So football's been going pretty well for you, Ron. How's your family life going? What's going on with your parents? When was the last time you heard from them? What's happening there?
I imagine that Xerxes, my mother, has been trying to contact me, has been trying to talk to me.
Okay.
And I have been, when I do answer, I have been cagey at best. I probably don't tell her much about what's going on.
Are you saying you don't always answer the phone when your mother calls?
I sometimes ignore it. It's true.
Okay.
But when my father calls, I always answer it, and I've told him everything that's happened. I've told him that I'm on the football team, and I've invited him to come down and watch me.
How's he doing?
He's not doing great.
He's not doing great?
No.
Is he still on the compound?
He's still on the compound.
Okay.
He wants to reconcile with Xerxes, and I think he's probably run into some opposition to do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, if from no other source than at least from Xerxes,
right,
and also from the elder in charge of the compound, who your mother has been spending a fair amount of time with lately. Maybe some whispers, some rumors going around about your father's lack of faith, his lack of drive and commitment, and maybe some rumors about how he's been considering leaving.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. Good to know. But you do talk to him from time to time.
Yes.
And to your mother.
Yes.
Well, good, because that is your hindrance.
Yep.
I wish things would stop exploding all the time.
I am on edge.
Well, Anything else important that's been
How about
going on
that?
since last time?
I don't think so. I think no. He's been probably working out even more because he's working out his normal workout regimen, and then he's also doing the football workout regimen.
Coach has you train a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of your time is going towards training. Away games, you're traveling a lot more. You're not around as much, which makes it a lot harder to keep up with your studies.
Yes.
So going into these midterms, you're feeling a little behind.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That can be okay.
Yeah.
You can do this. And Coach has assured you that you have nothing to worry about.
Right.
If you do good enough on the team, you're taken care of.
Right.
But it's also kind of, how do you think Ron is dealing with some of this newfound, like, low-level celebrity for being on the football team? I mean, you're just a kicker right now, but a couple people know who you are, and they really appreciate your kicks.
He's definitely uncomfortable. He's not used to having that sort of attention, because when people actually do start talking to him, he gets a little bit Ron-ish about it, and people kind of, they initially are very like excited to meet Ron and talk to Ron, and then they start talking to him and they go, oh yeah, because he's still kind of is weird.
Oh, he's still Ron.
Oh, thank
The brave
you.
little Clinster.
Hey,
Thank you very much for the
thank
Brave
tip.
little Clinster.
Is this earthquake repair money? What's coming? Thank you so much. Yeah, so he's not used to it, and honestly, he's a good student, so not being able to kind of be there and study with the group and everything all the time has been a bit of a negative impact for him. It's definitely sort of set him back a little bit, and he's in this weird world where he's with all of the jocks and guys from frats and things like that are on this team, so he's kind of at a weird. They like to go out and party and things like that, and it's not his scene so much.
Kind of caught between a bunch of worlds at this point.
Yeah.
But enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Good.
Still okay.
All right. Keeping it together, exploring some new frontiers in the social world, in the academic, in the athletic college world. That's what sophomore year's all about.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
I can go.
All right. Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
You are asked by Professor Glenn Mack at one point to come help him one afternoon organize all of the equipment that he has, and he needs to catalog everything. He's gotten some new things, misplaced some things. Jackson was kind of the one who was in charge of knowing where everything was, so he just needs someone's help, and asked you guys if anyone would volunteer, and everyone was busy or had a thing or said they had a thing, except for you, Adelaide. So as you're in his office, in his equipment closet, just kind of organizing things, and he's calling out label numbers to you and having you write them down and then check them against a spreadsheet he has on his computer. Miss Blackwood.
Yes.
I've heard that you've been spending a lot of time with that librarian, Miss Sonia Alvarez.
Oh, I don't know that I would call it a lot of time, but just sometimes I see her, but then I do work for her. Is that what you meant? Not physically spending a lot of time. Yeah, I work with her sometimes.
She's she's an interesting case. D47.
What do you mean?
Well, that should be a camera.
Yes, it is a camera.
Do you work with her in the capacity of your library duties?
No, did we not get a chance to talk about this? She works in this area called the Special Reserve.
I know all about Miss Alvarez.
Okay, well, then you know. Okay, and then actually, this is really interesting. You should have this information. I got a ritual, but then also to get the ritual, I just stick my hand in fire.
What?
Yeah, and I don't burn easily, so that was something that for some reason I don't know, if that makes me good with magic or better with it, because for the most part I've done pretty well. So
Adelaide.
Yes.
I don't pretend to know everything you're talking about, but I am very interested in hearing more at some point. However, I would urge you to be cautious where Sonia is concerned.
Why?
She is, despite her appearance, still somewhat young. In our circles, she has a tendency, in my opinion, to act recklessly. I'm afraid that people around her could be hurt by her actions, her or her acolytes, or you.
How does she act recklessly? What does that mean?
I don't want to get into the specifics. Perhaps if she is so inclined, maybe one day she will tell you. I just want you to be smart. You are smart. But don't get pulled into anything that you're not ready for. Don't allow her to force you to do anything that you're not comfortable with. And Adelaide, be very, very careful where rituals are concerned. I know it's exciting. I know that to a mind like yours, the prospect of something like this hole in what you thought of as reality can be exciting. But it can also be very dangerous. And I know you know that, but I don't think you fully understand that yet. And I mean no disrespect when I say that. Just be careful.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I know to be careful. And Sonia, she's not the nicest, person anyway, so she was already kind of on my radar.
No, she's not. In fact, she and I don't see eye to eye on very many things.
But you work together sometimes?
We have worked together in the past. She calls me a dabbler, which I don't think is accurate. Give me a notice roll.
Ace.
Nice.
10.
10. Success with a raise. As he says this next bit, she calls me a dabbler, which I don't think is accurate. In fact, I've done a fair bit more than just dabble. You notice very, very quickly, he cuts his eyes towards his dog, towards Argyle, sitting in the corner of the room, just sitting there and watching the work that the two of you are doing intently. In any case, let's just say there's no love lost between the two of us. All the same, just keep your wits about you. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
And if you ever get in over your head or involved with anything that you're uncomfortable with, I just want you to know that you can come to me. No judgment.
Okay.
You won't be the first student that I'll have had to pick up the pieces of. Not that I think that'll happen. Not literally. I didn't mean that literally. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, this is what I get for getting into my students' private lives. F29.
Oh, yeah.
I have it as a voice recorder.
Yes. That voice recorder.
All right, great. You can mark that one. All right. So that's what happens there. How's everything been going for you, Adelaide? How's Lauren?
Well, we've gone to lunch a couple of times, which was neat, and we compared notes.
Yeah.
On things, and and she's really cool, and I like spending a lot of time with her.
Seems like she likes spending time with you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime you ask if she wants to go to lunch, she always replies pretty quickly in the affirmative.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression sometimes that she's maybe cleared her schedule a little bit from time to time.
I do the same thing.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you're just both interested academics comparing notes.
Yeah.
Do you ever talk apart from these note sharing sessions? Maybe via text message
Oh,
or
yeah. Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you guys talk about?
I think they talk
Just
about
this and that?
Yeah, just like, class was weird today, or I like the color purple, things like that.
Does Adelaide have any idea
Yeah.
that Lauren is interested in
Yes,
her?
I think Adelaide does. I think it's about, this is not necessarily a new thing for Adelaide. She's just always been kind of romantically interested in the people she likes, not necessarily focused on gender. So that's not really something that's startling to her. She's just always kind of surprised when someone's interested in her, which I think is more what she's processing.
Okay.
And I think it's one of those things where she knows it and she's sort of going along like that is the case, but the part of her that is like, that's probably not true, and no one really likes me anyway, is kind of overpowering and putting in that, it's undercutting her confidence, and that is what I'm trying to say. So she doesn't quite fully believe it, but so it's kind of like a, yeah, I'll keep spending time with you. I think she's sort of waiting for Lauren to speak up more readily.
Okay.
Because she's afraid she's just crazy and wrong.
Okay.
Even though she doesn't think she is.
That makes sense. Double GXG, thank you very much for the resub.
Hey, thanks.
32 months, wow, that's a long time.
Yeah,
He's
I was going to
sitting on
say
the
Adelaide
river.
has to be at least a little aware of it, because I think Sawyer and Calvin have probably brought it up multiple times.
I mean, probably, right? I mean, they did one time at the table last week.
When it was super clear. And so they probably have since then be like, yeah, so what's been going on with you and Lauren?
I have several things to deal with here, but before I do, Sawyer, how's work on the pilot been going?
I think he's been really devoting a lot of time to it.
Yeah?
And the problem is without like all the equipment and stuff, he can't like really start shooting it, but he's been putting together stories to kind of air on it. And he really wants it to be stories from students at ETU. So like as he's been like out at parties and stuff, he's been like collecting stories that people tell. Because parties are kind of the thing where people will be like, man, the weirdest fucking thing happened to me last week, like when they've been drinking, and he like is the one guy who's like listening in for that.
Sure.
And like hones in on. He's like, yeah, cool. Can I write down some of this? Can I get your name?
Yeah, so I woke up one morning and I was like, taco fillings? But then afterwards I wasn't.
Cool. Does anyone else have stories?
Lena has been running the student journalism organizations with like an iron fist. She is keeping everything running
like a good iron fist.
A
like
good iron fist, but she is very strict though, and she keeps everyone on task. I'm gonna need those margins adjusted. That's not the format we use. Sawyer,
Yes.
where are we on your pilot? All right,
So-
I thought that this was something you were passionate about, Sawyer. I thought it was something you were going to bring to our attention.
Yeah, look, I have the outline for what I think could be the first couple of episodes. I would really love just to borrow the equipment for a little while and put together just like a test shoot.
What equipment do you need, Sawyer? You can't just say the equipment, all right? I need more than that from you.
Okay.
And I have to get over there and check that the headlines and everything don't have another spelling error in them. That's the first thing people see when they look at the newspaper.
All right. I think all I really need is a camera, something we could like shoulder mount. And,
Okay, we have that.
And just some lav mics.
Okay, how many?
Give
I mean, how many
me
people are you miking? Like, what are you doing here? Is this
Probably only 2 at any given time. It'll just be the guy who's interviewing them, who's
right.
like going to be our host. My friend I told you about, Calvin. He's got a lot of popularity.
You're not going to be the host.
I think I'm better for like behind the camera kind of work.
All right. Well, this Calvin, is he in the journalism department?
Well, no, not really, but he's like a charismatic guy.
Sawyer,
he's the
Sawyer,
face.
Sawyer. I need more than charisma to sell news. Okay, charisma is for actors. Okay, charisma is for people who tell lies for a living. Integrity, a nose, and ability, that's what journalists have. That's what I expect. That's what I need, Sawyer. All right? So if this pilot is going to happen, it better happen soon.
All right.
Because I have a lot of other people lined up who have projects and pitches, and I'm just saying.
All right.
Deliver or be left in the dust.
I'll get it to you. I've got a whole notebook of things that could possibly be episodes, and I know which ones I want to do for my first
A notebook is a wish, Sawyer. I need a pilot. Okay?
All right. Okay, I'll fill in
Let's see that headline.
Hey, Chief, is this Chicago Manual of Style or ALA? What do we use?
Oh my God. Hold on. I have to go kill this freshman.
I don't know.
Elias Nyber, thank you very much for the tip. And the bow tie guy, thank you for the bits.
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Thank you guys so much.
On your way back home that night, after you got this pep talk, I guess, from Lena, as your mind is just, racing with ideas and you're pouring your heart out into your notebook, trying to put together what this show is going to be. Do you have a name for it, by the way?
I do have a name now.
You're workshopping one?
We're workshopping the name The Raven Report.
The Raven Report.
Which was Megan's idea, because I've been trying to come up with one for a while, but...
The Raven Report. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, once you get back to your room, to Sawyer's place, and greet your roommate. Oh, right, you don't have one. You have a whole room to yourself. Score. Something, though...
My roommate died.
Something is a bit out of the ordinary here in your room. You can just tell. You walk in and you just have this sensation that something is different.
Okay.
And it doesn't even take much looking for you to notice the bright yellow slip of paper sitting on top of your desk that was definitely not there when you left.
Barrett, I said I wasn't down for pranks and stuff, right? I don't agree to be on your YouTube channel. Okay, and then he'll slowly walk into his room and pick up the yellow sheet of paper.
And there it is.
We've been watching you, Sawyer. He probably doesn't actually read this out loud by himself, but I will read it out loud
Don't
so
worry,
you guys
we know.
can see what it is. We've been watching you, Sawyer. You've been selected as a candidate to join the Society of the Blind Eye. Do not look for us, for we are hidden. Do not share this with anyone, for our secrecy must be maintained. Do not cheat, we will know. Most ask for me, yet some hate to face me. For some I am agony, and for others I am relief. Leave the answer taped inside the red booth above the door. Huh. I think he kind of gets up and looks down the hallway as though someone could still be there.
And there are students walking up and down the hallway of the dorm, as there often are at this time of day, after classes and between activities, extracurriculars, but no one who looks out of the ordinary to you.
So I think Sawyer will probably just take this and slide it into one of his notebooks and just kind of go about his business.
Okay. All right. And let's talk about Calvin. Calvin made it into Tau Beta.
Yay!
Yay!
Great job, Calvin.
Sawyer didn't.
Oh.
I think so. From what I imagine happened is that when actual Rush Week happened, it's this whole event where you go around and all the frats try to kind of schmooze you and make it seem great, and then afterwards they do the pledge thing. I think after the cockroach incident, even though Sawyer likes partying and likes going to these frat houses, he felt a little this is bullshit.
His heart wasn't in it.
I'm not really into this whole thing, and still kind of went to some of the parties and stuff, but didn't really put in the effort to try and get pulled into Tau Beta.
And as a result, he did not get pulled into Tau Beta.
No.
Barrett also did not get pulled into Tau Beta.
There is some justice.
Barrett took it hard. Barrett took it really hard. And even though he still had the wherewithal to pull that bizarre Taco Bell prank on Calvin that he uploaded to his YouTube channel, even that he seemed somewhat lackluster in his jump out and surprise Calvin moment. So Calvin, being the obligatory friend to Barrett that he is, decided that a couple days before midterms, just the two of them, he was gonna take Barrett out on just a miniature road trip to a nearby thing that Barrett really wanted to see, that Calvin will tell us about when he returns next week. But that is where they are right now. A little bit of roomy bonding time between Calvin and the person he can barely stand, who he shares his life with, and also his car. So that is where Calvin is this week. Taming the Crasis. Thank you very much for the tip, and I
thanks,
hope that
Tame.
Crasis is responding to the taming. And Lady Imago and the Bowtie Guy, I can't remember if we said thank you for the bits, so thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
And really quickly, we have some more shots that have been bought for us, so everyone raise your red solo cups. Elias Nyber bought us a shot. Hope you all had an amazing 4th of July. Let's see what weird, terrifying stuff happens tonight.
Yay!
Raise them up and chug! Thanks very much, Elias Nyber.
Thank you.
Shimmickson bought us a shot. 2 years. I feel like the whole STS gang have come to mean so much more as a community than I could ever expect to have had in that short period of time. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Raise them up and chug.
Chug.
Thank you very much, Shimmickson.
I
Thank
agree.
you. Thank all of
Thank
you
you,
guys.
Yeah.
The brave little Clinster bought us a shot. Okay, Jody's freaked out and worried about you. Promise her you will dive under the table if you need to, so I can sleep tonight. Raise them up and chug! Thank you very much, the brave little Clinster. Jody, we absolutely will dive under the table if we need to tonight. We know that Carolina game tables are built to withstand at least an 8.0 magnitude
I
earthquake.
think so.
Yeah, I think
Or
I'll
your
probably
money
jump
back.
under the table if like so much as a big truck drives by.
We're going to be jumping under the table hither and yon tonight.
Indeed.
And Elias Nyber bought us another shot.
Woo!
Oh, Addie, you're too adorkable for people to not like you. Go for it with Lauren. Raise them up and chug! Thank you very
thank
much,
you.
Elias Nyber. Also, good lord, Vampire54 would like to send 1 point of extra credit each to Adelaide and Ron to Guff.
Thank you.
Thus concluding the rerolls he can give out with his sub. Taming the Crasis would like to send 1 point of extra credit to the table.
Yay!
Thank you.
And Double GXG would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Dina Lean.
Dina Lee!
That's me.
Not doing it.
That's fine. Also, we have unlocked the cheat token.
Yay, cheat!
You can spend that at any point for a tip or a hint or a clue about what is going on, or you can
please.
use it as a, all right?
No, I'm just kidding.
Or you can use it as a table Benny. We have unlocked another draw. It again is going to Calvin.
Megan is always on point with the yelling draw.
I know, no, it's fine.
Run. Run. As long as you're cool with it.
I haven't gotten anything tonight.
Noble
Except for
sacrifice. Got to take one for the team. Play when an adjacent ally suffers damage, you suffer the damage instead. That is so Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, also, thanks for the resub, mostly Eric.
Thank you, mostly. Eric.
Thanks,
Eric.
mostly Eric.
Knight
I know
of
you.
Foltis has also given a point of extra credit to the table.
Ooh, thank you.
And we've unlocked the next reward tier, which is called This Has Been a Great Day.
Oh.
This has been a great day, is what it's called. This
that
is going to happen next session.
sarcastic? Oh.
This is going to happen next session, but I'm going to go ahead and let you know what it is right now.
Oh.
Okay.
What were you just saying about how you didn't get anything? Well, hey, Adelaide, next session is going to be a great day for you, thanks to the Alumni Association.
do.
Next session, you will be able to negate 1 hindrance for the duration of the session.
Ooh!
Oh.
So yeah, potentially, let's do.
You could be decursed.
My.
That is from the Alumni
my.
Association, so you have them to thank for
you,
that. They have
thank
also
you.
unlocked the final reward tier, which is called micro doses. And don't worry about
Micro
it.
machines.
Hooray!
Don't worry about that.
LSD!
Don't worry about what it means.
We're all on drugs.
We have also unlocked not 1, not 2,
What?
but
2.5.
3 draws from the mystery box,
Mystery!
bringing the grand total of
Draw.
mystery box cards I need to keep track of. That will be to 5. So
Yay!
let's draw some mystery box cards,
Yay!
and then
Wow,
and then we'll play an
mysterious.
RPG.
I have a
We've
new
been
name
playing.
for your show.
Oh, yeah?
That's so Raven.
Yeah! That's what we're calling it.
This mystery box card will happen when it happens.
That's gonna happen.
Poop fuck.
Poop fart.
It's always worth a chance.
This mystery box card will happen when it happens.
Oh, we're gonna be 3 for 3?
Oh my
Happen
God.
when it happens.
We're all gonna die next.
And the final mystery box card for right now will happen when?
Yeah! There
It'd be
we
great
go.
if there's a combo and they all unlock at
combo.
once. Yeah.
Next time a mystery card is unlocked. Pew, 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 pew.
I just want to say, I'm going to do my absolute best to remember to do all of these.
Here, I'll help.
Nope.
Yeah. You have to let one of us help.
You got a lot of triggers that could fire
A
off.
lot of triggers. Okay, And mostly Eric would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Ron Tagath Stevens.
Hey, thanks, Eric.
So thank you very much, Alumni Association. Why
I
don't
got
we
the Canadian money.
why don't we jump into tonight's game?
Eric's Canadian. Sorry.
It is a Wednesday.
Ooh.
A Wednesday before finals. Finals are next Monday.
Ew.
So they are coming up very quickly. But things are also entering into a little bit of a crunch /
But these are
lightening up of things.
midterms, right?
Midterms, yes, midterms. Sorry, I said finals. I meant midterms.
Finals of the mid.
In fact, in one of your anthropology classes, the one that is run by a bored and disinterested TA who mostly just reads from the book and writes things on the board and expects you to take notes and then just regurgitate them for a quiz. All right, guys, because midterms are coming up and we've already gotten through all of the curriculum that we need to for this test, today we have a special guest speaker. Come on, guys. We have a special guest speaker.
Oh, hey.
Thanks. We're having, from the paleontology department, Dr. Eugene Titus wants to come in and give a little presentation about how paleontologists and anthropologists can work together. So let's give it up for Dr. Eugene. Woo! And as you clap, a very boisterous man walks into the room. He is probably in his mid-40s, a little overweight, but looks muscular all the same. Boisterous with a bright red Van Dyke and thin glasses, wearing a loud Hawaiian shirt and cargo shorts. All right, how's it going? How's everybody doing in anthropology? Oh, I'm an anthropologist. I study people. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. You do important work. You do important work. I'm a paleontologist. Now, I don't want to get too, patronizing or anything, but this has happened to me before. So how many people in here actually know what a paleontologist does? Yes, you right there.
Works with fossils.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Mostly, fossils, plant, animal fossils. I study them, try and figure out, what made them tick. What the world was like when they were growing, when they were around, just much like the anthropological work does. In fact, there's a lot of crossover between the two fields of study. There's things that we can do to help each other. And I prepared a brief PowerPoint presentation just to walk through a couple of things. So let me just you mind if I plug in my my little dongle thing here into your laptop projector? It's fine. I mean, we booked this whole class period for your talk, so do what you want. They're just gonna leave when you're done. All right. Well, that's the kind of passion I've come to expect from the anthropology department. I'm just kidding. No, your TA's great. You're great. Thanks. Okay, let's get this thing plugged in here for just a moment. And I see that there's a note on the board. I'm supposed to thank Orp the Gripply for a tip. Thanks, Orp.
Yeah.
Get off the Gripply!
Thank you, Orp. All right, so let's get this PowerPoint started. So he spends a little time, plugging a USB drive into and then trying to get it. He's just got the desktop. How do I get off the desktop? And the TA has to come up and help him out. But eventually he manages to launch PowerPoint. All right, let's get this started. First slide. Paleontology and you. What can you learn from fossils and the fossil record that can help you in today's modern world? Well, that's a great question. I bet somebody went ahead and answered that on the next slide. Here we go. And he hits the button for the next slide, and the next slide just is a black slide, and on white text in the very center of it, it just says, "Give me what I want." Oh. Huh. I must have, I don't remember putting that, I must have saved over something on accident. Well, let's forget about that. We'll just, we'll move on to the next slide. Ron, give me a notice roll. Because I assume Ron is the only one in this anthropology class. I don't think anyone else is taking anthropology.
What was
right
the
now.
class we decided to take together?
Art appreciation.
Art appreciation.
9.
9. You get the impression that suddenly Dr. Titus is a little bit off his game. It doesn't seem like this is something he forgot to take out of the slide. He seems a bit uncertain of what's going on.
Okay.
But the next slide is, some pictures of, some fossilized plants. All right, okay, now we're back on track. So this here is, well, I didn't have the first slide to explain the bridge, so we'll just talk about it. This is a fossilized, we believe it's an ancient palm. And you can... Sorry, I'm gonna have to, just give me a moment to check my notes. It looks like my slides are out of order. He seems to be sweating just a little bit, and he's flipping through his notes. All right. Just forget that. We'll move on to the good stuff. I mean, nobody wants to see, old ancient fossilized plants. All right. Okay. Next slide. And he flips to it, and it again is a solid black slide with just white, simple, small lettering in the middle, and it just says, "Time's up." I'm sorry to do this. I know that you had the class time set aside from my presentation, but I'm feeling a little under the weather. I think that with midterms coming up, I need to probably go. I should go home and rest. I'm sorry. We'll have to reschedule. I'll reach out to you and we can find another time. And the TA is just back there, like, okay, sure. All right. So I'll just get out of your hair. I know you probably need to do a study session. And he pulls out the USB and starts just wrapping up the cables and puts his notebook in his messenger bag. I should really get home. I gotta get some Dayquil in me while it's still fresh. All right. So remember, paleontology and anthropology can work together. And all right. Well, you take care. Take care, all of you. Good luck on your midterms. And he just kind of like scrambles out of the classroom. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. So I guess you guys can leave. Because that was pretty much all we had. So you can stay and do study. Oh, yep, you're all leaving. Okay, well.
Yeah, as soon as he said you guys can leave, nobody even waits. It's just like.
All right. Well, all right. So we'll see you next time. All right. So Ron, are you leaving?
I'm leaving. As I'm leaving, though, I'm going to text Sawyer and just say that something weird happened during class today with a paleontologist.
Can I ask a question?
This is Ron Tagath.
What a fun text to receive. Something happened in class today with a paleontologist. This is Ron, by the way. Why just Sawyer?
He doesn't know how to set up the group text.
Okay.
So sometimes, if it's already on group text, then great. But the one that he had at the top was
so the next top one. Okay.
So,
all right, so
Sawyer responds like, on a scale of like new food to Needler attack, what are we talking here?
Way more than new food, but I have another thing that I found yesterday that was pretty tasty that I can make for you. This is still Ron.
Sawyer responds, definitely in. Where are you?
At the anthropology building. Just leaving now, heading back towards the dorms. Signed, yours, Ron Tagath.
So you guys actually, this class takes place before lunch, and you guys tend to have on Wednesdays your class periods line up enough that you're able to all eat lunch together. So that's probably where you're heading after this, I would imagine. As you're getting ready to leave the class, a girl comes up to you. Hey. Hi. Listen, we've been in this class for a few weeks now. But you're Ron Tagath Stevens, right? Am I saying that right?
You are actually, yeah.
Okay, good. I practiced. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to tell you. I think like you're really great on the football team. My friends and I, we see every game, and your like field goals have been clutch pretty much every time. Like whenever the coach pulls you out, we know that we're about to score some extra points. So
I mean, field goals are always clutch, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, they are. Wow, what a great way of approaching things. Because I know a lot of kickers that feel like they're just like, you know, the whatever leftover remnants on the team, or like they're like sort of the appendix of the team. It's like, you know, well, like, what do they really do? Or, you know, why are they here? Or, you know, why do we have to pay any attention to them? But I think you answer that question. And I just wanted to say thanks for making our team look good.
Thanks for coming and supporting us. That really means a lot.
Anytime. All right, well, good luck in the next game.
Great, thanks.
All right, see ya. A random act of kindness. An unfamiliar student targets a PC for a random act of kindness. This lifts their spirits, giving them a +1 to spirit rolls for the rest of the session.
Hey.
And that comes from Razor Tide in the Discord. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's one mystery box card down. Oh, wait. We have to draw another one.
And that triggers the first 3.
Another mystery box card has been unlocked.
We say thanks to Vampire
Thank you, Vampire 54.
Thank you, Vampire 54.
For the tip. This one will come into effect.
Oh my god.
When it comes into effect. Thank you very much, Alumni Association.
That was...
So,
the eyebrows.
are you guys heading to lunch then?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you eating lunch? Where do you guys eat
probably
lunch?
go to the dining hall like most of the week, right?
Yeah, you probably still, I mean, since you have to live on campus still, you probably still have dining cards. So a lot of your meals, most of your meals are already paid for, so you might as well eat them from the dining hall. It's not even half bad. You know, they got some good stuff there. So you guys meet up in the busy dining hall.
There's always Crossroads, too.
For lunch. Nope. No, there isn't.
Wait, you guys had a place called Crossroads? We had a place called
We also had a place called Crossroads.
Everyone has a place called Crossroads, but this isn't Crossroads. This is the dining hall. It's where you are now, and here we are.
Earthquake.
Yeah, I know, right? Ron comes over and he puts a plate down in front of everybody. So this is... it's a Norwegian dish that I read a little bit about, and I hope you like it.
You made this?
Yeah, with what was, around.
Is that fish?
Mm-hmm.
What, I mean, it looks really interesting. Where did you get the fish, though?
Well, they had fish sticks. They don't do fish a lot here in the dining hall.
You really spend a lot of time talking with the kitchen staff.
We have previously established that they let you use the kitchen to cook things, right? Yeah.
They're very interesting. I mean, you should talk to Barbara. She does most of the desserts and stuff. She's actually going to community college right now and learning.
Ron, honey.
Barbara.
How do your friends like the fish?
They haven't tried it yet.
Oh,
all right. Well, Ron was working really hard on that fish, so give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got magic fingers in the kitchen.
Thanks, Barbara.
Thanks, ma'am.
That's Barbara.
Yeah.
Seems friendly.
Anyway, so just try it.
Yeah, okay, I'll try it.
They have really taken to you here.
I mean, you just show a little, interest and passion in other people's lives, and people kind of just, get.
All right, hey,
with you.
I guess if it's getting results, it can't be wrong.
Right.
Okay. And we, I guess, continue eating the fish as we go on and do stuff.
How is it?
Yeah.
How is it? Give me the roll that you would make to cook this meal.
I'm going to say survival.
You're going to say survival?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to allow that for reasons I don't fully understand.
Ooh,
That's a 2 and a 1. That's very bad.
That was close.
I mean, I'll take a Benny.
Yeah.
Point of extra credit to reroll.
Okay, it's a 5.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Not
competent.
gonna blow you away, but
Oh, this is interesting. I don't get to try foods from other countries all the time.
Yeah, I
I mean it's supposed to be salmon, but all I had was the cod, the tilapia.
Sure. Hey, so what about the thing you texted me about, though?
What thing?
Oh right.
Sorry, I should have told the whole group. He said there was something weird in his anthropology class.
Really?
Sorry, could you text me and then I'll get to you next.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So this guy came in, and he teaches paleontology, and he had a slideshow, and it started out normal, but then like the second slide in was just like a blank slide. It just was a black screen with white text that just said, "Give us what we want.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want." And then it continued on, and he got kind of flustered and stuff. And then it went to a normal slide, and then there was another slide that said black with white text that said "Time's up." And then he just abruptly ended the lecture and left.
Do you think it's like a Dr. M type thing? Like
I mean, I don't know. It kind of felt like threatening.
I mean, that does sound kind of threatening. It could have just been like a prank that was pulled on him or something, and he got flustered when he realized he didn't have the material that he needed in class, but did it seem like it was really bothering him?
It really, yeah, like, he seemed very gregarious at first, and it immediately took him down, and he just left.
What was his name?
What
was his name?
Dr. Eugene Titus. But real quick, though, it's a Wednesday, which means last night was a Tuesday, which, if I recall correctly, is a party night. So let's get that party hard roll.
All right.
Actually, don't roll, though, because the next party hard hangover roll is an automatic failure.
No!
And that comes from Texan Sun. That is called Spiked. There was a little something extra in the drinks last night, and it hit hard, and you are feeling it today, Sawyer. So you have a point of fatigue.
Yep. I'm used to this by now.
Let that tilapia kind of sink in.
Yeah, no, it's great.
The secret is it's not hot fish, it's warm fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the ovens don't quite work in here, so...
So Sawyer probably like picks at it and eats it a bit, but it's just like, not really feeling eaten too much.
Adeline eats it.
Good.
Thanks, Texan Son. Yeah, thanks. Well, I mean, should we like look for him, see if we can find anything out about him?
I guess. I mean, he seemed really like, I don't know, concerned or worried. If it is Dr. M, I mean, this might get us closer to who that is.
We could go talk to him.
I mean, it never hurts.
Yeah.
Even if it is a prank, I'm interested to see why he didn't just play it off like that, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he tried to say something that it was a weird out of order thing in his slides, but it clearly wasn't. He was immediately affected by it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's go talk to him, I guess, after class, or...
Well, how are you guys' classes looking for the rest of the day?
I have one more a little later this afternoon.
Yeah, I could do something later.
Because everyone checks their... I don't know, I think my class...
You know what, let's not.
Yeah, you guys could do something later this afternoon.
I think so. I think also coming and going, like the entire day, Sawyer's been on the lookout for anything that could fall into the category of being the red booth. Is there something that like comes to mind as being the red booth?
Give me a common knowledge roll,
All
Sawyer.
right. I got a 5.
A 5?
Yes.
Okay. That name doesn't necessarily stand out to you, but as you're racking your brain and just trying to think about what it could mean, you do remember that on one part of the quad, like over where there's like a big grassy area where people love to like hang out and play frisbee or like set up random tight ropes between trees and just walk tightrope for some reason, there is like an old phone booth that isn't in use anymore, but it's just like an old red wooden phone booth.
That seems like a winner to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Also, as you're trying to remember that, are you still, are you mentioning that at all to anyone else?
I think I didn't bring it up. Like, he's not necessarily entirely sure he's gonna, like, never mention it to them or something.
You were specifically instructed not to.
But it does say not to, and he probably wants to, like, see where it goes a little bit.
And it's not like the Alumni Association know, after having unlocked societal secrets 2 sessions ago, what this has anything to do with. All right, fine.
Oh boy.
I will say, though, as you are walking around the campus looking for anything unusual, you see everything unusual. Feeling this thing that said that you were being watched and they would know and all that kind of stuff makes you feel like everyone you look at is just then breaking eye contact or was staring at you and then stops. Or
Sawyer's been a little on edge the entire day.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like his, like, high alert, on edge style. Because he is kind of wondering, like, who's been watching him? Is this just a prank that he's kind of falling into? But, yeah.
Okay. So what's the plan? You guys are finishing up your lunch. You're gonna do your afternoon classes.
I think we should go. I mean, Adelaide would offer that we go and say we're looking at stories for the Raven Report, if we need to.
Yeah.
Use it as a front.
Speaking of which, look, I need to get rolling on it. Okay, I've been given basically an ultimatum that, like, we need to get this thing made. So, wait, sorry, where was Calvin again?
Calvin has taken Barrett out on a road trip to see some pointless, stupid thing that is very important to Barrett.
Look, I really wanted Calvin to, like, be involved in this thing, but I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of, like, footage that I need to get that isn't going to be, it's not going to have him talking through in it. And I don't know, sorry, what was her name again? Lena. And Lena actually doesn't seem super hyped on the idea of someone else hosting the show, but so maybe if we have some time in the next few nights, could you guys help me just, like, shoot some stuff that we could put into it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys don't have tests to study for or anything?
Oh, well, the understanding is that we'll also study.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, tests are important and all, but if you did have any time, I just think that, like, I need to strike while the iron is hot on this.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, so you're going to your afternoon classes, and then you're going to meet up afterwards and try and figure out where this guy is?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if no one else has anything that needs to happen during the course of the day, you go to your afternoon classes.
Well,
Yes?
okay, I do think that after we break up from meeting there, Sawyer's gonna head to the phone booth.
Okay.
And I think he knows what the answer to the riddle is.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe
He's certain enough that he's going to leave this as his response?
feels pretty solid about it.
Okay.
It's okay. He's going to write the truth on a piece of notebook paper from his journal. Because it's most asked for me, some hate to face me. Like, I think it works.
Okay.
But he's gonna write that on it, and then, like, tear that page out of his notebook paper and tape it up, like, in the phone booth.
Okay.
And then just kind of like.
So you open up the phone booth and the door just kind of open, and inside it just smells like hot air and dust. And you see, like, spider webs up in the corner. Like, this is not being used as a phone booth. This hasn't been used as much of anything in a while. It just sits here. But you see, a little bit above the door frame that's clear enough that you could tape your piece of paper up there, and it's enough out of the way that if for some reason anyone were to come into this phone booth, they might not see it unless they were looking for it. So you're going to tape the truth up above the frame of the phone booth.
I might be jumping to an answer here, but that seems right.
Okay, you leave the message there and go about your day.
I think the answer is 7.
7. Everybody, people do ask for 7 a lot.
They do. Hey, on that note, people ask for 7. They ask for 7 and 7. Let's get some shots. Everyone raise your glasses. We got some shots bought for us. Or the Gripply bought us a shot. To hustle, drive, tenacity, and acing damage rolls when they all fail you.
Yeah!
Raise them up and chug! Thanks very much, Orp the Gripply.
Football.
You get Coach Blakemore. You get him. Vampire 54 also bought us a shot. I mean, I feel like we just need some balance and some mystery. And don't worry about the fact Calvin is wearing a canary costume and we're giving you a tragic ally token once again.
Oh no!
Tick-tock, don't blow up his clock! Raise him up and chug! Whether or not Calvin is wearing a Canary the Mule costume right now is up to Barrett. So probably.
That's Barrett's prank is that he gave Calvin like a like new pet and put an explosive inside of it, and then it came back and it was exploded one day, and that's
Cool.
what he did.
All right, so you guys are heading over to the office, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Or where are you going? Do you know where you're going?
I would think that I would know where the paleontology department is.
Give me a common knowledge roll, and I'll give it to you at a +2, since you do spend a lot of time over in that area of
So
campus.
that's just a +1 for me.
Yes, it is.
4.
4 with the +1. That's all you needed. Yes.
That'll do.
The paleontology offices are actually in a tucked away corner of the life sciences building that you have a lot of your anthropology classes in. They're on the second floor, kind of like over in like a secluded wing. You imagine that if he has an office, it would be there.
I don't often go back here because it's a different department,
Right.
and
Well,
it's kind of scary because of all the bones.
oh, sure. Well, I guess we just. I mean, they seem to have the names on the door, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right, so we're looking for a
Dr. Titus.
yeah, okay. So Titus shouldn't be that hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys start walking down the corridors, and you see some of the doorways are open. The professors are inside at their desks. Some of them are talking with students, working on their computers, on the phone. It's the late afternoon, but there's still a lot of activity and bustle happening. You turn a corner, and this area seems a little bit more quiet and darkened. It doesn't seem like there's as many people here, but there is a light on in a office at the end of the corridor, and that door is slightly ajar.
Try this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look for the name.
Mm-hmm.
So you get closer to it, and you do see on the glass embossed. However you do it on the glass. Stuck
I
on,
think it's a
written,
sticker.
painted on the glass, Dr. Eugene Titus, paleontology.
This is
Yeah.
And you can hear from inside the ticking of what sounds like a large grandfather clock. You kind of knock gently on the door, which just sort of swings in just a little bit at your touch, but there is no response.
Professor Titus? Dr. Titus? Hello?
maybe we should go in.
Okay.
All right, so you push the door open, and it becomes immediately clear that something is not entirely right in this room. There are things all over the place, not in a disorganized way, but in a frantic kind of way. It looks like either someone was searching for something or something physical happened in this office.
This doesn't seem good. Maybe there's something that was left that would give us a clue as to what's happened in here.
Yeah. Maybe we can find out whatever it was that whoever did this was looking for.
Can we just kind of search and see if anything in particular stands out in here?
Yeah, give me a notice roll, everybody.
Can this count as an investigator notice roll?
It can.
Yeah.
In fact, Sawyer, a random player, random was you, a random player's next non-combat trait roll is an automatic success with a raise.
Yes!
Ooh.
So you rolled an 8.
Oh boy!
And I'll let you add your bonuses to it.
Okay, then it's a 12.
A 12.
I got a 10.
A 10.
What was this?
Notice.
Yeah, I got a 1.
A 1. Run. This place is a mess. This is not how you would expect a professor to keep his office.
Wow. This is a real Dr. Henry Jones Jr. situation, am I right?
Should we make an Indiana Jones reference?
No, there's a Dr. Henry Jones down the hallway.
His office is terrible.
Yeah, he teaches in anthropology.
Oh.
Yeah, after that exchange, you look around a little bit. Sawyer, you're kind of taking things in. For whatever reason, you have a bad feeling. The fact that Ron sent you that text earlier just seemed, even though it doesn't seem like that strange of a thing to have occurred, something about it, you just feel like if Ron felt something was up enough to send you that text, something here is
something
up.
must have really been up.
So you're really focusing, and you see something glinting on the ground by the corner of the desk. Do you walk over to pick it up?
Yeah.
As you walk over to pick it up, Adelaide, you notice that the professor's computer screen is up on another corner of his desk, and his computer screen is arranged in such a way that if he were to be sitting at it, his back would be to his office door. And you notice the screen is blank, but there is a blinking cursor on it, and the webcam appears to be on.
It kind of looks like maybe he was like talking with someone. You know, like on the X-Files where they would be like talking to someone and it would just be like a black screen like this, and then the other person saying like response would come through.
Adelaide, we've gone over this. I definitely want to watch the X-Files now, but I haven't done it yet.
Can't keep track of who's seen what. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it kind of looks like maybe he was chatting with somebody, and like if he was facing this way and then somebody came in and snuck up on him, he wouldn't have maybe known.
But there's got to be a chance he was recording it, right?
Did you pick up that object on
Yes.
the ground? It looks like a syringe. There is a syringe on the ground, an empty syringe. Mostly empty, at least.
Oh my god. Look at this.
You think he
It's,
could be diabetic?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, or like doing some sort of drugs or something like that. There's still a little bit left. I can't tell what it is just by looking at it, right? Like it's...
I mean, not just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Put it in you.
All right.
That's one way to find out. Also, I mean, if any of you have any skill in science,
I do.
Yeah, I don't have any science.
Adelaide does have science. So give me a science roll, Adelaide.
Science.
Oh, yes.
I aced it. 11.
An 11, which is almost a success with 2 raises, but is a success with a raise. You hand it over to Adelaide. And Adelaide, you have read a fair amount of things about different chemicals, medical or otherwise. You have also seen several YouTube videos that just kind of break down, different common injectables. Everyone falls into those rabbit holes late at night on the weekends on the internet. Looking at it, and kind of, getting your face close enough that you can smell it. This doesn't seem like a illicit narcotic type thing. It smells medicinal to you in some way. Something about this is medical. And even though you rolled really well on your science, I don't know that Adelaide would be able to identify a chemical like that. So
Still a D4.
the best that you're able to figure out is this does seem medicinal.
Yeah, I don't think this is like doing drugs, or if it is, he's doing like medical drugs.
Well, a lot of medical drugs can lead to more illegal drugs.
Right, but this particular one isn't that, is all I'm saying.
Who even knows if this was something he was doing? It could have been, I don't know, something to knock him out, or...
Right, yeah, I don't know.
Where would we go to get something like this even analyzed?
We could go to the chemistry lab. I don't know which one would be best here, but...
I mean, we could ask someone around here if they know if he was diabetic or something.
Could also take it to Glen Mac. He has resources.
That's true. I always feel like things like this, Glenn Mack will just say, "Oh, stay out of it. You don't need to know anything more about this." And
I'm afraid you won't have time.
where did that come from?
The computer. A digitized voice just spoke from the computer, and as you look, those words have written themselves across the screen, and the computer has read it in one of those weird text-to-speech robot voices.
Have time for what?
The text disappears and more text comes up. To get anything analyzed.
Wait. Who are you?
Well, if it isn't the campus heroes.
Is this Dr. M?
Look who's smart.
Who's right?
What did you do with Dr. Titus?
I have him. He's not being very helpful.
What do you have him for?
I need something.
What do you need?
Something of his. He wouldn't give it to me, so I had to ask more forcefully. The sodium pentothal is working as well as it could.
Oh my god, this is truth serum?
I'm afraid the man is babbling nonsense.
Just let him go. Like, why?
Sorry. Can't do that. Winky face.
Why are you talking to us?
Because it's in his office somewhere. That much at least I know.
Alright, look, guys, I think we should just go. Maybe we should tell Glenn Mack, okay? Let's not get
Go.
involved with this. We don't know Professor
Tell
Titus.
anyone. And no one will know who the professor is.
Wait, I'm sorry. It sounds like a threat, but
It's a threat, Dingus.
What does
I
that
understand, but
mean?
do you have a way to, like, erase people's memory of somebody?
Bring me what he has, and maybe he lives.
What do you mean we don't know what he has? What do you want?
Well, what are we even looking for?
You'll know it when you see it. All the fool will say is it's hidden in his heart.
If we find it, what do we do with it?
If you find it, and I will know if you do, then bring it to me.
Where?
Find it, and I will let you know.
Is this a laptop?
No, it's a desktop. This is the monitor that's, and the webcam attached to the top of it, the red light is on, staring at you.
Is there, like, a sheet or anything, like a blanket on, like, a couch or a chair, or...
Yeah, there's like a knit, like, blanket on the back of his desk chair.
I grab the blanket and I put it over the webcam. Just like, all right, look,
I don't recommend that, Sawyer. If I can't see, then I can't trust. And if I can't trust, I have to assume that it's safest to get rid of the good doctor.
Okay. All right, I'll take it off.
Find it. Quickly.
All right, fine. It's in his heart, right? Who knows what that means? Let's just split up and take different sections of the office and try and find something that we know when we see it.
Okay.
Okay. So all of you give me a notice roll. But before you do, everyone raise your red solo cups.
Hurrah!
BSB Care has bought us a shot. Would you like to play a game? Raise them up and chug! Thank you very much, BSB
Thanks,
Care.
BSB Care.
BSB Care has also sent a point of extra credit to me, the Dean. Thank you very much. And we have unlocked a 5th draw from the mystery box.
Crap! Thank you, everybody.
So here we go. Mystery box. Rapidly depleting mystery box. This will come into effect next session.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Alumni Association.
Thank you.
All right, so the plan is you're all going to split up and search different areas in the office?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone, give me a notice roll.
classic Ron notice.
Come on.
And don't forget your various different adventure cards.
I don't have it.
Well, what do I have available here? Let's just not worry about rolling, right?
Hold on. Adelaide spent a penny to re-roll first.
Yeah.
What did you get?
5.
A 5.
4.
4?
I got a 10, but I'll just use this.
Okay, and you're gonna spend your card. All right. So a 4. Ron, you just kind of go into the cabinets, keeping sort of like a wary eye on the computer monitor, which has gone blank again, but that blinking cursor remains, and the red light from the webcam, you feel like it's following you no matter where you go in the room. But you tear into the cabinets and just start moving things around, and you find what looks like an old box of Valentine's chocolate in the shape of a heart. And you pull it out and open it up, and inside are a bunch of empty candy wrappers and one piece of chocolate that has that weird sort of white flaky thing going on where it's like, does chocolate go bad? Because if it does, it probably looks like this. That is what you discover.
Okay.
Adelaide, you are going through the bookshelves, and these bookshelves are not super well organized. They're stacked 2 rows deep, so he's got books and then books in front of the books, which is just not a good way to organize things. But as you're going through them, you notice that there are sort of random holes in some of the books and the back row of books where he's put things like trophies or novelty coffee mugs or things like that. And as you're cycling through them, you come across what looks like a small stuffed teddy bear holding a heart that says, I love you this much, that it's hugging.
Aw.
Okay.
That's for you.
Do I need to do something with it at this point?
No, you can just look at it, it's cute.
Well, so okay, where is the computer?
Always watching.
Right, but where is it in relation to me?
Where the computer is in the corner of the room, it actually has a pretty good view of the entire room. So it's back behind you and to the left.
But it's not like I could kind of like get in front of where this is.
I mean, you could try and do that.
I just want to kind of seem like I'm still looking and see if I can just kind of grab the teddy bear. And then what I want to do is try to kind of walk around and get to a point where maybe I'm out of camera view.
Okay, so give me a stealth roll.
Okay. I used it. 6.
Okay, so that's a success. You are pawing the books aside, and you see this stuffed animal with the heart clutched to its chest, and you just have this thought. You try really hard not to make it seem like you discovered anything. You sort of keep miming like you're looking through stuff, and as you do, you grab the bear and sort of pull it to your chest. And as you do that, your phone just starts blaring. An alarm goes off that you forgot you set. You set it like last week, but you accidentally set it to recur on Wednesdays, and it starts going off, and you just kind of struggle to find your phone to stop it, and as you do, you turn back to the computer with the bear in your hand because of the Hex of Rontagoth. In the next scene possible, a piece of modern technology fails dramatically and catastrophically for good or ill, and that's pretty much the closest I could get to being relevant in this scene. And you manage to silence it, but then realize you're standing facing the computer with this bear, and the cursor blares to life and starts writing words on the screen as the robotic voice speaks up. What's that you've got there, Adelaide?
It was just a teddy bear I thought I would take a look at.
I think you should look at its insides.
Okay.
Tear it open.
So she's gonna take it over to the desk and try and find like a letter opener and just try to like gently
angle it so I can see.
Okay, like I'm trying to like go at a seam, so.
Okay, trying really politely to just
Anyway.
cut along the seam of it, which really doesn't work with crappy teddy bears. I mean, you try and cut one scene and the whole thing starts to unravel and stuffing starts coming out. A lot of stuffing. Foul-smelling stuffing for some reason, but there's nothing else inside of it but stuffing.
There's nothing in here unless you want the stuffing.
Useless. Sawyer. You're watching everyone else go through things, and you're also trying to scan the room and see Like, you step back, kind of, to take in the whole scene. Ron finds a box of chocolates that he thinks, might be worth something, but it's just empty wrappers. Adelaide finds a teddy bear clutching a heart, but that too seems to be a false lead. And you start to think, maybe this isn't that literal. He's this doctor is under the effects of some sort of drug, so he may not be speaking purely rationally or clearly. Maybe this means something else. And you take a step back and just sort of survey the room. And you have a little bit of a revelation.
Nice.
Looking around, you notice that he's got a lot of knickknacks, a lot of, weird little things, but there's not a lot here that's very personal apart from that. It's all, tchotchkes and little fun plastic toys and things like that, but nothing that really gives you a good measure of the man, except for one thing. On the wall, on a little shelf that's built into the wall behind his desk, there is a framed photograph. And you walk over to it and see that it looks like a heavy-set, red-haired man with a Van Dyke mustache and a loud Hawaiian shirt, much like Ron described, standing with what looks like his wife and young child. But looking at it, something seems not quite right about this picture frame. It seems too thick.
I'll pick up the picture frame and kind of like take a look at it.
You pick it up, and as you do, it's definitely too thick. This thing is almost as thick as like a textbook, which you can't really see when you're looking at it dead on against the wall, but when you pick it up, it seems strange, and you notice what looks like the barest bit of a hidden hinge on the side of it.
I'll take out my pen and kind of try and like pry it into or see if there's somewhere I can like pry it to like open something.
Okay, yeah, so you just kind of run your pen very gently down that seam, and you do find a little bit of a space that you can sort of pry it in. And as you do, you hear a small click, and something opens in the picture frame. And opening it up inside, there is a bunch of padding that looks like the kind of stuff that electronic equipment gets shipped in to keep it from moving. In the very center of it is a shining, small, black sphere.
Have any of you found anything yet?
Old chocolate.
No, I just destroyed a perfectly fine teddy bear, though.
Were you in any way trying to obscure what you were doing from the
I think I
webcam?
kind of turned away from it, if I could.
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
I'll let you make it in retrospect.
I don't have... I got a 5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Do you want to keep it?
Yeah, because I don't think I mean, there's only so much you can do being stealthy while a webcam is watching the room.
Sure.
You know?
And this one's going to be opposed.
Yeah.
Because they're onto your tricks now. It's not super great, just a 1 and a 3, but I will spend a point of extra credit.
Seems fair.
It's a 3 and a 4. Whew. That's also not enough. I'll spend a penny.
Yeah. Using them resources.
Ace.
That'll do.
I aced it.
11. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
Okay, okay. I think I found it.
Show me. Do you take it out?
I take out the ball.
As soon as he touches that, you all feel a little weird. You're not entirely sure why. You just feel a little strange. You feel pretty good.
I found this.
Yes. That's it.
All right. Well, where do we have to take it? And how do we know that Professor Titus is even still okay?
Know this. If you do not bring it to me, when and where I tell you, Titus dies. If you tell someone, anyone, Titus dies. If you pull anything, the slightest bit funny. ... You can fill in the rest.
How do we even know he's still alive?
The screen blanks itself and then types again. You'll just have to trust me.
All right. So where do we go?
The screen blanks again. There's a storm coming tonight. I hope this won't keep you from being on the roof of the Rockefeller Psychology Building at midnight by the bell tower.
Yeah, we'll be there.
If I see anyone other than the three of you, Titus dies. Let's hope your friend Calvin is as out of town as he seems to be. For your sake.
Okay, well, let's go then.
Leave.
See you at midnight. And the computer you just hear the fan die down as it seems to just shut itself off remotely. And you guys are leaving?
Yeah. Does it kind of feel like he was like waiting for us or something?
It does seem like they had come through and knew that we would be there.
I don't think it's a coincidence that this happened publicly in the class you were in, on the projection in front of you.
So as you guys are saying this and you're turning to leave, everyone give me a notice roll.
9.
9?
4.
4?
2.
2. All right. This really bothers you, Ron. You don't like feeling like you're being used in some way. You hear some sort of commotion out from the hallway.
Okay.
You hear what sounds like 2 male voices saying, "Yeah, let's just go check it out," that seem to be walking down the hallway heading towards the office you were in.
I think I hear that.
You have just mere moments after
Is there
hearing that.
another direction we could go?
There is only one door out of this office, apart from the window, but you're up on the 2nd floor.
Way too high.
Okay.
Is there somebody outside?
I'm gonna say they're like right outside the door.
You can hear them coming down the hallway. You hear like a little bit of a commotion. For some reason, you hear them clearly.
I think people might be coming to check out Dr. Titus's place.
Okay.
We might need to get out of here.
We have to go that way, right?
10,
Does it look like? Is
9.
there a window open?
8.
Okay, let's go out
7.
the door, and then close the door and
6.
stand like we're waiting at the door.
Okay.
5. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to go out the door and stand like you're waiting at the door. So I need, if everyone's doing that, I need you all to give me a stealth roll.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Well, so here's this. I'll let you do stealth or persuade.
Stealth it is.
I'm sorry, stealth or perform.
Stealth it is.
Yeah.
They're the same for me.
Stealth.
Okay?
I'll do perform though because flavor-wise it feels more correct for what I'm thinking of.
Go for it.
Yes, ace on the 4. Double ace. Yeah, triple ace.
Jeez.
Okay, so that's 14.
14.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
4.
4.
What are we doing?
Do I need to call out the conviction of youth die before I roll? Or
No,
can I add
you can
now?
use it whenever. Thank you very much for the bits, Zanya.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And D4 in Spanish speaking.
Oh yes, thank you.
yeah,
Thank you very much for the tip. And Elias Nyber, did we thank you for the
I
tip
don't
as
think
well?
so.
I looked
Hey,
at the
thanks
camera
again.
knowingly.
Thank you.
Elias Nyber has been
Tipping up
going to the bats tonight.
There it is.
Thank you.
7.
7. Okay, so you all just kind of you hear Sawyer say that. Adelaide, you hear the commotion outside. Ron, you just trust that they're telling the truth. And you all just kind of try and get yourselves together and just make it outside of the door And then Sawyer, you're the last one to leave. You close it gently behind you as you turn and start saying what to them to sell that you guys have been waiting here for a while.
I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I don't know when his official office hours are, but he's got to show up
Right
at some
as you
point.
start talking, 2 campus security guards turn the corner. One of them just finishing up speaking into the little like intercom mic thing that's mounted on his shoulder. Both of them looking a bit like they are the kind of security guards who let all of the security guard power go to their heads. Both of them a little bit on the older side, a little bit on the portlier side, a little bit on the super serious buzz cut and clean mustache side, walking down the hallway. Yeah, we're just gonna. Hey, what are you kids doing here?
We were trying to have a meeting with Professor Titus about.
Hey, Dave, why don't you go, check out some of those other empty offices? I'll handle these kids. And the other one nods and heads off.
He spoke in our friend Ron's anthropology class and we'd been interested in paleontology, but we wanted to come by his office and see what courses were available.
Give me persuade.
Can I help?
You can. But this is going to be at a -2 because for whatever reason, this guy is immediately suspicious. And I will add, the memo at the beginning of the year about the increased security presence on campus has been no joke. They have definitely hired too many campus security guards who often don't have enough to occupy their time, and they have started causing some friction between students and faculty on campus with their overzealousness.
Whew, that was close. That's a 1 and a 2.
Are you supporting?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
then
he rolled already.
Well, he's going to re-roll. So go ahead and
if you wanna
support first. How are you supporting?
I'm just going to use persuasion. I can't think of another way of another thing to use, but I'm just going to say I had a lot of questions from his presentation.
All right, give me the roll. This is also at a -2 for you.
Okay. I mean, I did have questions, clearly.
It was confusing.
It's not a lie.
-1 then.
Okay. Ooh, ace.
Yeah.
That's good because the other die was a 1.
9.
9. Okay, so that's going to be a +2 to your roll. So that
Sweet.
negates the penalty.
Well, boom.
Extra credit to re-roll.
Extra credit. And that's 4. Is this opposed?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me re-roll with a Benny then.
Okay.
One more re-roll with a Benny.
So that's still a 4. All right.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Okay,
Aced it.
yes. Feeling better. All right, so that's a 10.
A 10.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's a success with a raise. So he's staring at you. It's a 2. I'm going to spend a point of extra credit to re-roll that.
Come on.
Staring intently.
Still a 2.
Still a 2.
All right.
Is there something wrong, officer?
Well, we got a call from another concerned professor in this wing saying they heard a ruckus from over in this direction. So we're just doing a little swing by and look-see. You kids didn't happen to hear a ruckus of any kind?
No.
No.
We came by and just knocked on his door and have just been waiting a little while because he said he was going back to his office after class.
Huh. And he takes a moment and he just kind of looks each one of you pointedly in the eyes and aces his d6 roll. He got a 10. You also had questions for the professor?
Oh, I'm just their friend, and I just came with them on our way to do homework that we were gonna do.
What kind of homework?
English homework. We have English class together.
You got English class together.
Yeah.
Must be why you're all so well spoken. Well, you knocked.
Yeah.
No answer.
No.
Why don't you knock again?
Okay.
He just kind of stares at the door, keeps shifting his gaze back and forth between all of you. Doesn't seem like the doctor's home.
I guess not.
Lights on, though.
Well, that's why we were still here.
Yeah, that's just wasteful. Why don't you go ahead and open up that door, see if it's unlocked. We can at least turn that light off,
Okay.
save some energy.
Uh,
Been hearing a lot about climate change and all.
you know, I don't know if we have the authority to go into a professor's office without invitation. Someone who has more like actual authority like you should probably do that.
Don't worry, I'll go in. I just want your friend here, who just wants to study for English, to open up the door. Go ahead and open up the door there, miss.
Okay. I'll open the door.
So you open the door, revealing an office that is in somewhat of a disarray. And the security guard just sort of looks through the open doorway and then cocks an eyebrow and looks at the three of you. I need performance rolls from all of you to see how well you can do surprise at this mess or whatever tactic you might use.
Well, I aced it, so that's good.
Yeah?
Got a 6.
A 6, okay.
Didn't do as well this time.
You're not forgetting about your fatigue, right, Sawyer?
I wasn't on the previous one.
Okay, all right. Our narc is gone, so I
Yeah.
have to remind
Hey,
you.
I've been narking recently.
Good job.
He's in the narc seat.
Aced on a 4. All right, so I got a 5.
Benny to re-roll.
I can't use all my bennies.
Ace.
Yeah.
Ace!
Let's see. 11 minus 9.
9,
Yeah.
I
6?
got a 6, yes.
and you got
5.
5. Everyone want to stay with those?
Yeah.
I rolled a 3. Just gonna re-roll with a point of extra credit here.
Come on. Ha!
A 1.
1.
So what do you all do when the door is open and you can see the mess inside?
I think Sawyer just goes, fuck.
Whoa.
Wow. That's
Language.
Sorry, sir.
not what I expected.
Hello? Professor... And he checks out the door. Titus?
Titus.
Shh. You in there? And his hand just goes to what looks like a can of pepper spray on his waist. Professor? Just kind of turns in the office and looks around and takes it all in and turns back to the three of you. Well, now this is something. Looks like something went on in here.
Seems like it.
It's like some sort of localized earthquake. No, that seems unlikely. Looks more like someone was going through a professor's office, looking for something. Maybe, I don't know, an answer key for an upcoming midterm test?
Tests are really important. If you cheat on a test, then there was no point in taking the class in the first
I
place.
couldn't agree more, little miss. Nothing I hate more than a dirty, lying cheater.
Well, we're not cheaters.
Yeah, I don't even have a class with him. He just came and had a thing in my anthropology.
My. You all sure do have a lot of excuses and alibis springing to your lips for people who ain't even been accused of nothing.
What are you talking about?
I didn't say anything about you being cheaters or even having a class with them.
Well, I have to be honest, whenever you said that, in this particular situation, it seems like you're calling us cheaters.
Look,
And I'm just saying, I'm not a cheater.
Yes.
Adelaide, nobody called anybody a cheater.
Should someone have called someone a cheater?
No, we just were here trying to talk with him about getting involved in some of his classes because they sounded neat. Clearly he's not here, so...
Clearly. And you didn't hear anything going on.
No.
See, I've taken an English class or two in my day as well. And I'm a little bit worried we have a telltale heart situation going on here. That a story you got into in English class yet?
Yeah, we got to that in high school.
Oh, right. I forgot. You're all college students.
How could you forget that?
You got anything you want to say, little miss?
About what?
About this whole situation here.
No, okay, honestly.
Seems a little bit unusual. Seems strange. You must admit, we get a call saying there was some sort of disturbance. I come to the place where that disturbance seems to have come from, and I find the three of you.
Who called?
Coincidentally, just waiting outside the office. Now, you must admit, that seems a little suspicious. Now, I ain't accusing anybody of anything unless that is, I should be.
Okay, well, if you're not accusing us, then I think we've got to go. We have other things we need to do.
Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, you got important things to do.
We have
Yeah,
to
because we've
study.
been standing here for way longer than we expected to be.
Sure. Yeah. No, you got important things going on. You gotta study for them midterm tests.
Yes, we do.
Very stressful tests.
Listen, I don't. If, like you said, you can't arrest us. I don't know what you do, so we should just go. Let's just go. Just go
As you say, you can't arrest us. You see his eyes narrow. Ha! Well, no, that's right. I can't arrest you. I ain't a police officer. Not for lack of trying. Just a security guard. Just paid to do my due diligence in making sure that the safety and well-being and integrity of this campus is upheld and maintained. So I ask you one final time. And as I do, I hope you don't mind if I just make a little eye contact with each of you. You know anything about this?
Sir, we have no idea what is going on here.
Give me persuade.
This son of a bitch! Alright, that's just a 3, or just a 2. That's a 5. This is opposed, right?
Yeah.
Right, I'll re-roll one more time.
Okay.
Alright, I'll stick with the 5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Got a 4. Huh. How about you? You know anything about this?
No.
Give me persuade.
Oh, thank God. No, was there a minus to this?
Nope.
Okay, there is, though, because I'm an outsider. 7.
7? Huh. It's a 1. Spend a point of extra credit. It's a 5. Huh. Little miss?
No, I don't. We don't. I don't
Hey.
know.
Right up
Okay,
here.
I don't know.
You don't know anything about this?
No.
Not even a little thing. Not even one small detail.
I get
I know-
a bonus to this.
I know that there's stuff everywhere.
Give me persuade.
Oh, right, you have this thing. There you go. She aced it.
She double aced it.
She double aced it. Nope. Almost.
Almost.
17?
Yeah, whatever minus 2, because I don't have. Oh no, wait. This is persuasion. I was
Yeah.
thinking performance. Yes. Yes.
17. It's pretty good. I got a 6 on that d6.
Oh,
And then a
7.
1.
Good.
You know what? I'll spend a point of extra
No!
credit to re-roll it.
Gambler's fallacy.
6.
Ah!
4. 10.
Could have been worse.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Is he saying
All right. He is. Yeah.
Okay.
Just stands there staring at Adelaide, making heartbeat noises for a little bit. All right. Fine. Well, your professor ain't here. So I recommend you get on back to doing whatever it is you were going to do.
Yeah.
Where was it you were heading?
I was just headed back to my room.
And you were going with him?
Yeah. That's
Everybody hangs out at
where
my
we
room.
study.
Just going to hang out here. What are you studying?
I study anthropology, but we're doing an English test.
Let's go.
He makes a small, disappointed face. All right. Y'all get on back to your room where everyone hangs out and do your studying.
Okay.
Dave! Come on! We gotta call something in. And you guys head back?
Yeah, then we leave.
Okay, all right.
I forgot. I get a bonus to lying to people with persuade too,
Oh, you do?
because I have the
That's
truth
true.
is out there.
Zanye, thank you very much for the bits. I can't remember if we said it, but let's
Thanks.
raise our red solo cups because we got some shots.
Woohoo!
Elias Nyber bought us a shot. Sorry,
Right.
Jordan, but I really want to see how many mystery box cards can be drawn out tonight. Well, get ready. Raise them up and chug! Thank you very much, Elias Nyber. And D4 in
Me
Spanish
too.
Spaniard bought us a shot. What if what Professor M is really looking for is the friends made along the way?
Yeah.
Probably not, though. Raise them up and chug! Thanks very much. D4 in Spanish Spaniard. Also, BSB Care would like to send 1 point of extra credit to me, the Dean.
Dina Lee.
Thank you very much.
Rolling.
And we have unlocked a 6th mystery box
mystery
card.
box.
We're at 6.
If
Here
we're
we
lucky
go.
enough, we got to start over again.
We will have to start over. Okay,
Oh no!
Ah.
Oh no!
Ha ha.
so you guys head back to Sawyer's place,
Yes.
Yes.
and then nothing happens.
Great.
And then, all of a sudden, the sun is going down, and you guys are waking up on the grass in front of the student center. You guys are just covered in paint, and Sawyer, you smell amazing for some reason. You smell like really nice cologne. Time flies. Upon drawing this card or at the next appropriate moment, the PCs lose an hour of time. What they did or said is up to the Dean, but NPCs should hint at cool or lame exploits without ever fully detailing anything. That one comes from Relative Dimension. Thank you very much.
Wow. What?
There are a crowd of people, like distant onlookers, all pointing their phones at you guys. And when you all sit up and look, one guy out in the crowd goes, "Woo! That was awesome!"
Yeah.
And everyone's standing there with their cameras, like they all just start clapping as you guys are just sitting there. You guys still are covered in paint. You feel awesome and you smell great.
Did you record that? Can I just
Oh yeah,
see
no,
what-
I got the whole thing on camera.
Can I just see what that
Oh
looks
yeah,
like?
you're gonna see it when I post it online.
What do they look like when I look at them?
Sawyer looks fine. Sawyer
smells
actually looks
great.
like he took like a shower and got all spiffed up, and he smells really nice. You guys are covered in like tacky paint. It's like still kind of wet, and it's in multiple colors that like it just got splashed all over you for some reason. You see paint around you on the grass as well, and a couple other people are leaving from the group, but a few of them come up like, "That was great. What was that? Like something from the drama department? Was that like guerrilla theater or something?" Oh my god, I haven't seen anything like that. Was, in a word, transcendent.
What was your favorite part?
Oh yeah, like you would even have to ask that. Clearly, the climactic moment was my favorite part.
Oh, good. That's the plan.
Great work, guys. Great work. All right, you really made me think about my whole place in society today. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
And he leaves. A couple other people come over and just kind of like clap you guys on the back, and a few of them just throw some dollars onto the grass in front of you guys.
Okay.
Really good job. Really good job.
All right. Hey guys, let's check out Twitter maybe and like just keep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Can we go back to the dorm?
Yeah. Thanks everybody. We gotta go.
You feel awesome. You guys don't feel so good. Like, the longer the day goes on, the less good you feel. It's almost like you don't feel as something. You just feel like bad stuff is more likely to happen to you.
I don't feel right.
I don't know.
I
I
just need to like shower or something.
Right,
This is
yeah.
I need to get this off of me.
look. Obviously, I'm worried about whatever happened in that weird blackout period we had. But I don't know.
Second time that's happened.
I think we can handle it. Look, we need to figure out what time is it now? How long do we have before we have to be at the psychology building roof?
It's like 6:30 now,
We still
When did he say to be there?
midnight.
Midnight.
have a little while.
But there are clouds coming in that do look like they're threatening not just rain, but some of that Texas thunderstorm that sweeps through this area.
Well, whatever just happened, do you think that was something that they did to us?
It didn't seem that way. Whenever he picked up that ball, you said we felt different, but do we register do we connect the two potentially?
I don't know.
Okay.
Give me a notice roll
Okay.
at a -2. You aced it.
8.
8, success with the raise. You, Adelaide, were very focused on what was happening when you discovered that and opened up the frame and pulled that small shining sphere out of it. And you did feel something strange as soon as Sawyer touched it, which you know because you were watching him take it out, and you felt something happen, but you're not sure what.
Can I see that thing?
Yeah, sure. I toss it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to actually drop it.
You toss it over to Adelaide, and Adelaide, once you have it, Ron, you don't really feel any different, but Sawyer, suddenly you feel much less good. You feel drained and a little depressed. Travis, thank you very much
you,
for the
Travis.
tip.
Thanks, Travis.
It feels like you've lost something. Adelaide, you suddenly feel much better. Even though you're covered in drying paint, you feel like everything's going to work out okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we can figure this out.
Yeah. Here.
I feel better.
Let me hold on to that. We probably shouldn't have it out in the open. You know what the Dr. M said about like anyone finding out about this stuff.
Sure.
The exact reverse of what just happened happens.
Oh.
You have not felt any of this,
I'm just
Ron.
like,
Hang on.
Okay. That's not a coincidence.
Do you feel good now?
Yeah, I feel much better.
I feel shitty again. But I felt better when I was holding that thing.
I still feel
You
bad.
should give it to Ron. Just hold it for a second.
Well, that's nice.
You immediately feel less good, and Ron, you feel like surging with like optimism. Like everything's gonna be okay, and you're gonna figure it out.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Something.
This is good.
I want to like pull out my sweater or something and be like, hey, let me have that again. But I want to hold it with like my sweater so it's not in contact with my skin.
Okay. You feel great.
Huh. Okay. I think it's proximity.
Yeah, I mean, I've just had it in my pocket the whole
Well,
time.
hold
so-
on. Okay, you hold it and I'll hold it.
You feel nothing.
But we don't feel worse.
You just feel normal.
Okay.
Sawyer, you feel a lot better.
Hooray!
Adelaide, you feel pretty shitty.
All right, okay, so this thing is clearly pretty nice, whatever it does.
We
so
should probably do this at your place, though.
Yeah.
You guys are just standing in the middle of the quad, half of you covered in paint, and you're just passing
Handing
this
something
little like
back and
black
forth to
orb
each other.
around.
There's one person who's still going.
Oh, they're still doing. God, they're still doing something. They're doing a new thing.
No, it's over.
Oh, you're rehearsing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go. I don't want to ruin it. But like, you should like do like a Facebook invite before you do something like that again.
Oh well,
A lot of people would want to see that.
it's
Like a lot of people.
it's got to be organic, you know.
Tight.
What the fuck did we do?
I don't know.
We really have got to figure this out because it sounds like it was a hit.
Well, beyond that, it's like I don't like not knowing what I just did for what, like an hour?
Yeah, me neither. Look, we'll keep our eye on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Someone has to post a video of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what are the chances that it'll just never get mentioned to us again?
Yeah. No. Well, I don't know actually. I mean, think about it. Anyway, that's not the point right now. Let's just go back to your room.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you guys head back to Sawyer's place.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you make it over there without being impeded in any way. And on the way, someone bought us a shot.
Yay!
Travis bought us a shot. Take a shot. JCC is an inspiration. Love to the Wildcards crew. Raise them up and shove. Thank you very much, Travis. That's very
Thanks,
kind.
Travis.
And with that, we have unlocked a 6th mystery box card.
Wait, this is seventh
is
mystery
seventh.
box.
Sorry, 7th mystery box card. That's correct.
Holy crap,
A 7th
everybody.
one.
How many are in there?
Not as many as there were when we started. This one will come into effect when it does.
Poop. Fart. Poop fart.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
It's always worth a shot.
Oops, I crit failed.
Okay. All right. Got him. Got him. Thanks, Alumni Association. I can do this. Okay. So you guys head back to Sawyer's place. What are you doing? What's the plan? What are you trying to do? You have some time until midnight.
Well, okay, what I imagine happens is we go to Sawyer's place, put this somewhere kind of in that we can see it, and just have it sitting there, and then just, like, talk out the plan.
Okay. So you put it in the middle of the ground. No one touching it.
All right. So what do we do about this? I mean, he said we couldn't tell anybody who was going to kill Professor Titus, but I mean, what if he's bluffing? Like,
Well-
what if we go to this roof and he just kills us there?
I mean, I think we should be prepared to, I don't know, do something, but I don't know what else we can do because, like, it seems like previously, you know, he got on all our computers. So it feels like he's probably listening to us right now. Like maybe he's works for Google or something. I don't know entirely what to do. Adelaide's gonna pull out a piece of paper and she's gonna write down, maybe we should only talk about plans on paper. So we're not talking out loud.
And
Just the
then-
important things.
Do you show that to everyone?
Yes. So she's like,
That's a ridiculous idea, Adelaide. And I write, it's like I'm actually in my notebook, and I just kind of turn it towards you.
okay, well, I just thought. And then she writes, do you think there are any cameras in here?
No. Well, maybe you should, I don't know, think before you actually say stuff, okay? We need to be careful about this. And I write, I actually have been worrying about that today.
As you write that and show it to the group, Ron, have you picked up at all on
No.
what's going on? Okay. So Ron's just trying to figure out why what they're saying and what they're doing are two different things. But as you say, are there any cameras in there? And you hold it up to Sawyer. You both just kind of look over to the open laptop on Sawyer's desk. Right? You have a laptop, right?
Yep.
Which is just sitting there on his desktop screen.
I want to go over and I'm just gonna. I mean, I don't know what else he has on his desk, but I'm just gonna go over there like I set my drink down or something and close the computer.
Yeah, I think we're all fine with closing the computer.
Okay, so you walk over there and close the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I think what we need to be talking about here is if it's going to be safe to go to the psychology building at midnight. And I'll write, like, look discreetly for anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So do you all see that?
yeah.
Ron, do you have any idea what's going on?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay.
So
But
you're
he-
kind of
but
standing there,
he's
your
like-
eyes narrowing.
Yeah,
as you're
he's like looking around for things, but he's like, mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you guys are looking,
Mm-hmm.
give me notice rolls.
Okay.
Ron, give me a notice roll at a -2.
Oh, great.
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
8.
8.
7, actually.
Okay.
-1.
-1. Okay, yeah. Ron, you see everyone looking around after Sawyer holds up that note, and you too are looking around at all the things. You guys are looking around. So you got a 7, you said? And you got an... Or no, you got a 7. You both
Yes.
got 7s?
I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Sorry.
Okay, so you both got a success. Sawyer, you have a bunch of things in your room that you Sorry, every now and then the woods attack. That you know, have never really thought about in this way before, but you look over at your TV that has your game console attached to it, and the webcam for the game console's movement controllers is on top of the TV. You see the little like Amazon Dot that your parents got you for Christmas, just on your desk, potentially listening to anything that you say. Your cell phone in your pocket. All of a sudden, you're aware of how many things in the room you have that have the capability to see or listen, and you're seeing much the same thing, Adelaide.
Okay, look.
And Ron, this is Sawyer's place for sure.
Look, I'm stressed out about all of this. Let's just go get some coffee at Mom's and we can talk our way through it.
Okay. That seems like a good idea.
And I write, we'll meet on the quad. So we're not going to Mom's. We're going out and just gonna sit in a field.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go.
All right. And I think Sawyer kind of like power walks out of his room.
Okay.
And starts like heading downstairs.
Did you take the sphere?
Yeah, I picked the sphere up.
Oh, you feel great. You're
Haha,
gonna figure this out. It's not that bad.
everything's amazing. I'm not paranoid about any of this stuff.
You walk out, and I'm. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Mom's.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you guys leave.
Mm-hmm.
And should anyone have been listening, I think we can all safely agree that that was probably not the most naturalistic thing that just occurred.
No, I think it was weird as hell, and I think we like we sometimes probably responded a little bit to what we had written.
Should anyone be listening?
Right.
Yeah.
We're not used to undercover surveillance.
So you guys
surveillance
head out to the quad.
Yes.
All right. It is starting to rain. As you walk outside, the clouds open up a bit, and you realize you don't have umbrellas or anything on you. You might have one back in your rooms, but those don't feel like the safest places to be right now.
Sawyer just deals with the rain.
Kind of find like a tree out of the way to sit under that gives you most of the shelter from the rain.
Look, if you guys have your cell phones on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take them out. Is there like a tree with a hole in it or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
This tree has a hole in it. At the base of it, the roots are kind of long, and it looks like the soil's eroded a bit to where there's like a little bit of a hollow underneath the tree.
Okay. Give me your phone.
But what if there's an emergency?
Just give it to me for a minute. Ron?
What if Calvin calls?
Yeah, well, we'll deal with it later. He can leave a message. I take everyone's phones and I kind of just I'm gonna put them in my messenger bag and slide it into that hole
Okay.
for a bit.
It's not a huge hole. It's just like sort of like you can shove them
Sure,
underneath
I
the
just kind of
tree
want to
branch.
put it so it's not like lying out in the water on the ground.
Sure.
Look, people could be watching us through any of these things, okay? I don't want to sound crazy, I don't want to sound paranoid, but when we know this person has been able to watch us through webcams before, he's been able to leave messages on computers, I don't think that we can talk with our cell phones in our pockets. At least not right now.
Sure. Yeah. So, I mean, we can't send a message to anybody. I mean, we don't know if we can go anywhere to tell somebody where we're going to be.
How would we even send a message without using a computer or something?
Well, right, we could leave a letter, but we'd have to still go there or give it to somebody to take.
He might be able to see us.
Right, I know. So,
There's security cameras all over the campus.
I know. We don't know what he has access to or what his capabilities even are.
Maybe we've just got to do what he says.
Yeah.
It just seems really dangerous.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit like we're in over our heads.
Yeah, me too, but I mean, we can't go to Glenmac about this, right?
I don't see how.
Can't go to anybody. I mean, we
We're
could
just-
try, but
God damn it, we're just students. We're not supposed to be making these decisions.
yeah. I don't know. I think we just have to try to be as prepared as we can be for this meeting, and then hope for the best. Maybe, we turn it over now and we can get it back. I mean, I don't even know what it is. It just seems to make us feel good, so maybe that's not all that bad, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever it is, this evil computer psychopath seems to want it, so...
It just reminds me of, like, the Felicus, however you want to say it.
I don't know how I want to say it
Okay.
either.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait, the stuff from the...
Harry Potter.
Yeah, okay.
Is that Latin?
Sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
Look,
It's a luck thing that everything goes your way when you drink it, but you don't hold it, you drink it.
Okay, I'm not drinking that.
okay, look.
Yeah.
I think we need to go to the roof of the psychology building. He was right about the storm, so obviously he knows something. I mean, even if it's just that he checked the weather report, whatever. But try and grab something that we could use if things go south. I don't know, something you could hit something with. Just use as a weapon that's not going to look too suspicious, okay? Let's just do everything we can to prepare.
Yeah, no, I agree. We're working with very limited resources.
I know.
I mean, is there something we can do, like, if we're in trouble, like, if this person is there or whatever, like, maybe we can alert the rest of the campus or something. Like, if there's something on the top of the roof that we can use to, like...
Well, there's the bell tower, but I don't know if we could access that from there.
Okay, I know it might be risky, but maybe we should just leave a physical note that we can get rid of if everything goes right. But if we're not back by tomorrow morning, someone could find.
Where do you want to leave it?
I don't know. We could leave it with one of your roommates. Do you know? Does
Probably Dennis.
I don't want to involve Dennis in this, but yeah, he'd probably be more reliable.
Yeah, that would be mine. I mean, Laura Lee's...
I mean, we could put something just in the mail, and it will get to
That's true.
Glenmac tomorrow.
That's true. We could do that.
But if something doesn't happen, then we needlessly, worry him.
yeah, or we don't even have to put it in the mail, okay? You have mailboxes at your dorm, right? Like a
We
little...
have the same dorm.
Yeah. I'm saying,
Yeah.
so chances are Dennis isn't going to check the mail tonight, right? Because you don't check it that often.
Right. Yeah. No, we check it once at the end of the day. That's it.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, after the mail comes.
Oh, okay. So what we can do, maybe we can just leave a note to Dennis in there, right? And if everything goes fine, we'll just go and remove it, and he'll never know it was there. But otherwise, he'll find it tomorrow,
Yeah.
and he can call someone.
Okay.
We can tell him to get in touch with Glenmac.
Okay.
Look, I know this is risky. Technically, we're letting someone know, and he said not to do that. But I don't think that we can just go entirely on faith in this.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I'm just, yeah. Well, why not? We should try that.
Okay, so you're gonna try and leave a note for Dennis in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want the note to say?
Well, I think we should just basically tell him where we're going. Well, I guess we can't entirely tell him. How can we tell him? If we tell, he doesn't know all this stuff,
What if
right?
we just say, if you're reading this, call Glenmac?
And tell him that we went to the roof of the psychology building last night.
Okay. Maybe we should add something about Dr. M.
I don't want to put anything specifically down on paper.
Well, but if something does happen and Glenmac only has that, it's essentially useless, right? Or at least we should talk about Dr. Just put like a little more information in case they need it.
If you want to, but I think it's already pretty risky. And I'm just worried about putting down too much, okay?
Well, You're both pretty good with like riddles and stuff. Like maybe we could write it in a way that doesn't seem like what's going on, but Glenn Mack's smart. He can put it together. You know, like the first letter of every word like spells out help meeting Dr. M or something like that.
Have we told Glenn Mack about Dr. M
Have you?
before?
I don't think we
I
have.
don't think we, not in so many words. I think we mentioned some of the stuff that he was associated with, but we didn't know.
You
it
dealt
was him.
more with Jackson
True, yeah,
last
that's
semester than Glenn Mack. So
Yeah.
you might have mentioned more to Jackson, but I don't know if you would have thought to talk to Glenn Mack about it.
I think what we should put is what you said, and then just add, check Dr. Titus. Then that way, at least he has some information to maybe get back to us.
Sure.
Do you guys
So
want to
let's-
try the riddle thing that Ron said?
Sure, we could.
You want to leave you want to try and leave a subtle message within your message?
Yeah, we can try and do that.
Okay. What skill would you like to use to do that? Both of you working together.
Academics.
That could work. I could see academics working. Just general knowledge of ciphers and things like that.
Common knowledge maybe work.
I'll let you support with common knowledge, but
Okay.
I'll do it at a -2.
Because maybe you do like the jumble every Sunday or something like that.
Sure, that
Sure.
could make sense.
Anagram or something. Yeah. So give me common knowledge at a -2
Okay.
to support.
That's a 3. So
Okay.
that's not great. That'll just have to do. I've only got one
Okay. So
thing left. Oh wait. I'll use a table reroll.
Okay.
Just to give a better shot of it.
yeah.
There you go.
Aced
Oh,
it.
that's way better. Okay, so that's an 11 minus 3, which is an 8.
An 8. All right.
Okay.
So that's a success with the raise. You get a +2,
Nice.
Aced it.
and you aced it.
Oh, I did ace it. 12.
12. Success with 2 raises. Okay, so you guys do manage to embed a hidden message within this very generic message about going to the roof and something, Dr. Titus. What did you want to convey with the hidden message? You don't have to say how it's spelled out, but like what other information did you want to give?
I'd say just like mention Dr. M and danger or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Like just Dr. M dangerous. or
enough
something like
enough breadcrumbs to hopefully get someone on the right trail should they figure out what you guys did.
Uh huh.
Okay. So you get that set up, and you're going to walk back into the dorms to put the letter in the mailbox. Which one of you currently has the orb?
I think I took it out of the room, but we can pass it betwixt each other. Because
Okay.
you feel better when you have the orb.
You do, but you also feel crappy when you don't have it. And the longer you guys keep passing it around, the harder it is to want to hand it over. So you put that message in the mailbox, and as you're going over there, you hear a blast of music coming from somewhere up in the dorms. Something that seems kind of generic, but soothing, pleasant, like a lilting sort of slow tune that just puts your minds at ease. It kind of makes you think of save room music. The next time the party changes locations, they hear soothing music that removes one level of penalties from fatigue or
Wow.
crit fails,
Yay!
but not wounds.
Fatigue!
Woo!
And that comes from Emperor Riptide.
Yes,
Thank
needed
you.
that.
Very much for that mystery box card.
Thank
3
you.
of the 7 cards are still in play on the table.
Hooray!
We've gone through that many, though?
You have. Also, Bondo would like to send me a point of extra credit. Thank you very much, Bondo, and 1 to the table as well.
Thank you.
Daniel.
All right. So you
Dealing.
guys drop that message in Dennis's mailbox. Is there anything else you guys want to do before midnight? You said you wanted to try and get
Yeah,
supplies
like
or
something
something?
we could use
I mean,
as.
I would probably already have my stun gun on me.
your taser.
The taser. Yeah, I can't
Okay.
remember which one it was.
Do you just kind of keep that in your bag at all times, basically?
Yes.
Kaga, thank you very much,
Kaga.
Kaga.
Yes.
I think I don't bring mine because it seems way less like. I have a much harder time justifying carrying a taser around with me.
Sure, you're not a female on a college campus, so that makes sense. And also, Calvin tends to always have his taser with him, so you've just kind of gotten in the habit of Calvin's got his taser.
Yeah, he'll handle it.
I've never been comfortable bringing my stun gun because I just usually just hit things and I don't like a gun.
Okay, so Adelaide, you have your taser. Ron, you've got Ron. Are you preparing anything, Sawyer?
Yes. But this is, okay, partially because it's in some of our pictures that we took. Can I grab a golf club?
Yes, you have a golf club.
You
You don't have to. I'm just. You don't have to. It's not a spend a penny thing. I'm just asking. Sawyer owns a golf club.
I would say yes, because my thinking is that he would go basically...
Can I actually fill in a detail here
Sure.
that just occurred to me? This was from a date that you and Laura Lee went on to a mini golf place, and as you guys were leaving, Laura Lee was like, "Hey, let's not turn in our golf clubs. Let's just keep them and leave."
And we totally did.
Do you think if we like put it down the side of our pants, we'd have to walk kind of weird, but we could totally steal these golf clubs?
And it wasn't like putt-putt, it was like Top Golf.
Oh, it's a driving range?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that. Laura Lee talked you into stealing supplies from a golf range.
And it was a good time.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of a rush. It's
Okay.
like, oh my god, we just stole golf clubs. But yes, I have a golf club that I
I know,
keep in my
right? I
closet.
feel so alive. But anyways, that was last year.
Yeah.
That was a different time.
Oh man, you still kind of love Laura Lee though, right?
I think Sawyer has tried to be, like, not be negative about Laura Lee, if that makes sense.
That's very big of him. Kaga bought us a shot. Everyone raise your red solo cups. Callarman, say grapple the orc. Yeah! Raise him up and grapple the orc.
Grapple the orb.
Thank you very much, Kaga. Okay, so you have a golf club.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 2 hands, and you've got your taser. You guys want to do what? Get a little food, just kind of try and psych yourselves up, and then, oh no, and then be ready for midnight. Kaga, thank you very much for the tip, and he who wants jeans, thank you for the resub.
Thank you all very much.
We hope
Wow.
we hope you get your jeans.
There's a lot of memory things you're gonna...
Okay,
At
so
least Eminem doesn't have his jeans.
Are you guys just, like, making a chart of what every mystery box thing is now, so you can...
you guys are gonna get some food, I assume, and then just
yeah.
kind of anything else you want to prepare before
I don't
midnight.
think so.
Okay. So you all try and calm the anxious butterflies in your stomach, except of course for the person who is currently holding the orb, who feels like, you know what, you're prepared, that you're just gonna do what he asked for, and you'll be out of this. Everything's gonna be fine. And you just wait, and the night seems to stretch by slowly, taking forever, especially since you don't have any of your phones to just play on and distract yourselves. You all just have each other's nervousness to reinforce and remind you that you are heading into some unknown territory later this evening. And then finally, around 11:45 or so, you guys decide it's time to head over to the Rockefeller Psych Center.
Let's go.
Okay.
But I guess real quick, that's another mystery box, right?
Ah!
Let me draw one more mystery box card. The 8th mystery box card of
Wow.
the evening.
This is getting to mystery box record levels.
I think so.
This will happen when it happens.
Oh god.
Son of a...
Oh my god.
BSB Care!
Thank you, BSB
Thank you so much for the tip.
Thank you very much!
That's 9. I'm just going to draw a 9th mystery box card
Very
now.
much appreciated.
Thank you very much. There's
Making a
rapidly
good dent in
dwindling
this
about.
month's goal. Thank you.
This will come into play when it happens, probably next session.
We'll just need to, like, make a
Wow.
supercut of him saying this will come into play when it happens.
This will come.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. While you guys head over to the Psych Center, I'm just going to study my cards here.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys head over. The Psych Center is a older building. It's
Sex center?
Psych Center. Psych Center. It's about 4 stories tall. And on top of it is a large brick bell tower. You're not sure what this building used to be on campus, but you're pretty sure this is one of the older buildings on campus, and it used to be something else before it was converted. The place is dark. And you look up at the roof, and even though it's only 4 stories up, it seems as you stand there looking up through the darkness to stretch up much higher in your eyes.
Texas of Giants 49ers.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
Amy.
thank you. I mean, we're not gonna have to scale this side of this building, right?
We can probably get in.
Yeah, or at least there's a fire escape or something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right, look. We need to make sure we're sticking together this entire time, okay?
Yeah. I agree. So let's find a way in. I guess I'll try the front door.
Okay, so you guys kind of walk up to the front door in the quiet rain of the evening. And you get to it and you try and pull it open. And it rattles in its frame. It is locked.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
So.
We can check around the back. Maybe
Yeah.
there's somewhere that people don't regularly
Yeah.
close up as well. Students probably need some way to get in and do, I don't know, late night research or something.
Well, yeah, there should be a fire escape. I mean, legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it! I wish Calvin was here.
Okay, so you guys start like kind of creeping around the edge of the building, looking for anything that looks like it'll give you access to the inside or to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as required by the legal necessities of the area, there is indeed a fire escape off the side of when you first turn around to the right-hand side of the building, there is one that looks like it leads up to the roof. However, it does not reach down to the ground floor. It is up a full story above you with a ladder that looks like it can be dropped down if needed.
I guess maybe Ron, if you hoist me up, I can grab that. I don't know if it works like it seems to on TV, but it's worth a shot, right?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, does it look like I could climb up to there?
It's just kind of like a concrete building, and
Okay.
it's a little slick from the rain. So you could definitely try, but it's going to be really difficult
So
to
if
climb.
I give you like a little boost up, maybe, and I can maybe get you up there.
Yeah, that's what I want to try.
You're going to try and
Yeah.
boost her up? Okay, so I'm
Okay.
going to...
While they're doing that,
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of keep watch and make sure there's nobody like coming and seeing us because it looks like we're breaking into this building.
Yes.
'Cause
Okay,
that's what we're doing.
so you give me a notice roll,
Okay.
and just remember it. Give me an... I'm thinking you're going to support with athletics for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so give me an athletics, and then you're going to be supported by whatever he rolls. What was your notice roll?
8.
8. Success with a raise.
Do I get a +1 on this? Because of my athlete agility or strength roll?
You chose strength.
This is athletics, which is agility, right?
Right. But you
I
chose strength.
It's one of those.
ultimately.
Yeah, because you wanted the bonus to damage from
Right.
from athletics. So
Okay.
this will not give you a
I
bonus.
thought I could choose per roll.
No,
okay,
it is
I'll-
per taking of that.
Great. Okay. That's a 4.
Okay, so that's a +1.
Okay.
So Adelaide, this is going to be athletics, and this is going to be at a -2, but just a -1 because you got the bonus from Ron.
Okay.
He's going to try and just boost you up, and you're just going to try and scramble for purchase.
Well, I aced this one.
Elias Sniper, thank you
Thanks,
very
Elias
much for the
Sniper.
tip.
We are definitely gonna run out
We
of
appreciate it.
mystery boxes.
We do, no, we do.
Yeah, it's great.
I want to see if we
I mean,
can.
let's see if we hit a red zone.
5.
5.
Oh man, red zones.
5 is a success. So Ron, you get over there against the wall and motion to Adelaide to come and step up into your feet. And Adelaide, you get over there and put your hands on Ron's shoulder as he boosts you up, and you just sort of like jump up and reach for the ladder, and you manage to grab the bottom of it just as around the corner you see the 2 security guards from earlier
Oh, fuck.
walking down the edge of the quad. And as that happens, Adelaide grabs the ladder, and it screeches just a little bit in its rusty frame as she pulls herself up, and the ladder starts to slide out as you're trying to pull yourself up. But you jump up and grab the edge of the railing. Just it's not that far, but you're just trying to get away from the ladder because it's making so much noise. However, the guards definitely, you see them perk up and just sort of start looking around in the general direction. They don't seem to know where exactly the sound came from. And you are now up on the second story landing of the fire escape.
We have a little bit of time, right? Like they're not.
You have a little bit of time. They're not on you. They're like out a little ways out trying to see where that noise came from, but they're definitely on alert.
Okay.
And the ladder is down now?
The ladder is not down. The ladder started to slide out, and then Adelaide got up on the fire escape just to keep the noise from happening.
Here, let me help you get up.
Sawyer's gonna run back and be like, no, we've gotta hide. Adelaide, try and see if you can get into a window or something.
A window? They're all locked. I mean, are there...
Did you try them?
They're all closed, but they may not be locked.
Okay.
Are you gonna try one?
Sure.
Okay. Give me a
Open window roll.
notice roll.
Oh, damn it.
But hold on, before you do that, I have to draw a 10th mystery box card. Thank you very much, Elias Nyber and Lady Imago.
Living the dream!
Thank you.
This one happens right now. Everyone except the Dean gets up and changes chairs. Musical chairs from Owen Lane. Switch places. Everybody switch places.
Really? Okay, hang on.
Switch places. Thanks, Owen Lane.
Should we take our stuff?
Yeah, I mean, this is where you sit now.
Not forever.
Kaka, thank you very much for the tip.
I guess they're both coming over.
Wait.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
We just switch?
They could have just moved one chair down.
Yeah.
I'll go to Dom's side so we keep the general, because there's only one chair over on that side.
Okay. Does everyone have their bennies and extra credit points?
Maybe. Is that my Benny? This might be my Benny. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Freya.
Yeah, there's dog down there.
Hi, Freya.
Thank you very much for that, Owen Lean. And Kaga, thank you very much for the tip. That's our 11th mystery box card.
Woo! We're on a roll!
This will come into effect next session.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Thank you very much. Oh, what a session next session will be.
This side gives me a headache.
Okay. All right, and also while we're in the midst of this, everyone raise your red solo cups for some shots.
God.
BSB care about us a
So
shot.
confused.
Box of mystery, turn, turn, turn. Hopefully Jordan's brain doesn't burn. Raise him up and chug! Thank you very much, BSB care. SF Giants 49er bought us a shot. A taser, a golf club, and Ron. What can go wrong?
Hey!
Raise him up and chug! Thank you very much. SF Giants 49er. Elias Nyber bought us a shot. Come on, mystery box card number 10, baby. Raise him up and chug! Thank you very much.
Now we did.
Kaga bought us a shot.
Oh.
Yeah, for mystery boxes, because 10 is just not enough. Raise them up and chug!
Chug!
Thank you very much. This mystery box goes to 11. And
I think it goes higher than
He Who Wants Jeans sends 2 rerolls to me, the Dean. Thank you very much, He Who Wants Jeans. Okay, so jumping back in now that we switched places, you are up on the fire escape on the 2nd floor landing. You guys are down there. You see the security guards casting around for where the source of the noise came from. Ron, you're looking to get up there. What do you guys want to do? You do know that you're on the clock now.
Okay, did she get in?
She is up. You were making a notice roll. Did you make it? Give me a notice roll.
Okay.
Double aced!
15.
Yes.
15. Okay. So you see several things. You see that you can take this fire escape all the way up to the roof. However, if you do that, you are going to be exposed on the side of the building the entire way up there, and it looks metal and rusty. It might make a lot of noise. You also see what looks like one of the windows open just the slightest bit 2 windows away from the edge of the fire escape on the 2nd floor. So it's quite a ways out there. You would actually have to kind of just sort of get out on the window ledge of the window right next to you in order to make it to that window, which, even though you're only 1 story up, still makes you a little bit nervous, especially since the rain is still coming down and the building is slick. So that's what you see.
How much light is there over here?
Not a whole lot. There's some lights out on the quad that are sort of casting a little bit of illumination this way. However, you see Sawyer looking nervous. Have you let them know that the security guards are
I
there?
said the security guards are coming. Adelaide, you need to get in the building, and Ron, we need to get out of sight, like, immediately.
Okay.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Well, I'm wondering if I can like blend into the shadows here.
You want to just try and like crouch down on
Yeah,
the
and
fire
just be
escape
still.
and just be still? Okay.
That's
All right.
probably good.
What are you guys gonna do?
Where is there like a place we could run and hide nearby?
I mean, you could run behind the building. You don't know what's back there.
Sure.
Or you could just run generally away. But you don't see a lot of stuff on this side of the building that you can hide behind.
Okay, let's go behind the building so we're on the other side of the security guards,
We
right?
can just stay ahead of them, maybe.
Yeah.
As they go.
Okay, are you guys trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone, since you're hiding and you guys are trying to move around to the side, give me stealth rolls.
Okay.
As like a Narnian.
That's like a Narnian.
Thank you very much for the tip.
Thanks.
So much like a Narnian.
This is like the great unboxing of mystery.
There's another one.
Pandora's box has been opened tonight. Oh god, that was
This
scary.
will come into effect next session.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna use a table
Thank
roll.
you.
You have the croupier over there.
The what? Oh,
That was completely unintentional.
crit fail.
Oh no.
Womp womp.
Well, good news.
Oh.
The next crit fail can be re-rolled.
Yes!
That's bonus points from the lurking shade.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Okay, well, I only
Useful.
have one more Benny, but
Who has the sphere?
I have the sphere.
So you feel like this is not going to go well. You're going to need a little bit of luck. And as you think that, you feel great. Like even better than before. You guys feel like something is just draining out of you. Please give him all of your bennies.
No! All of them?
All of them. Count them.
No!
Here's 3 bennies.
I got them all.
And suddenly you feel like anything is possible. You can make anything happen. Kevin held what? Thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
All right, so you're re-rolling that crit fail.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. Here it is.
Thank you.
Be better. Aced it.
You aced it.
So that's a 7.
Wow.
I
A
think I'll
7.
stick with that.
Okay. All right. So you manage to make it behind the building. You almost trip and fall right into Ron, but you stop and make your way around into the darkness behind. What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4.
Yes.
All right, so you just kind of tuck down into a ball. You don't feel like it's super dark here, but hopefully if they're not looking for something up here, and you're kind of in dark clothing, they won't see you. You just try and make yourself as tiny and nondescript as possible. What did you roll?
5.
Incorrect. A random player's next non-combat trait roll is an automatic critical failure.
No!
So-
Reroll it.
You did not roll that. You crit failed.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks, Mystery Box,
Son of a...
for your confusing pull and give and takes.
You flipped us.
So Sawyer comes rushing around the corner and almost runs into you as Adelaide tucks down into a ball. He makes it around the side, and you cast an eye back to just make sure the security guards aren't coming towards you guys, and that's when you see the security guards are coming towards you guys. And as you just feel the panic sort of rise up in your body, you turn to go past around the back of the building and just ram right into the side of the building instead. You take a point of fatigue. Give me a vigor roll.
Is that a new one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Kaga, thank you very much for the tip.
Thanks, Kaga.
Thank you.
4.
4, and you manage just barely to stop from crying out in sudden shock and pain as you just bash your face into this wall, and you stagger back and try and duck around the corner just as a flashlight beam comes on and just barely misses Ron ducking around the corner. Someone back here? No, Dave, I swear I heard something that came from over here. Hey! Anybody back here messing around? Shouldn't be screwing around back here. He's gonna make a notice roll. In fact, they're both gonna make a notice roll. 2 and a 3. I'm gonna spend a point of extra credit on that.
Do you have to spend 2 for both of them reroll?
It's a wild die,
Is it?
because they're a group of extras.
Oh, is that how that works?
It's a 1 and a 2. And as per the rules that I put in place, I can only spend 1 point of extra credit. So they shine their flashlight beam around. Huh. Man, it must have just been a raccoon or something. All right. Looks pretty good. Hey, Dave, I'm going to radio this in. Yeah, we were just investigating what sounded like a disturbance of some kind over by the Rockefeller building, but we checked it out. Looks like it's clear. We're heading back onto our route. And they take another look around. And Dave starts to head back, but the officer you talked to earlier just stops for a moment and starts to walk over to the side of the building, back further to around the edge.
Where we are?
Yeah, and you guys are just kind of like tucked against the wall there, just waiting, and you see the beam of the flashlight come that way, and Adelaide, you're kind of peering through your knees down through the fire escape at this guy as he walks around that side of the corner. And then Dave shouts, "Hey! Pons, you coming or what?" "Yeah, all right." And he clicks off his flashlight and turns and walks back the way that he came. And I guess I need to draw a 13th mystery box card now. From the mystery box.
That's an unlucky number
13.
of mystery boxes.
Everybody pick a number between 1 and 10.
Oh.
Say it out loud now.
7.
6.
2.
My number was 2.
Yay!
You lose a fate chip.
Yeah, I thought
No!
Benny.
That's not even your Benny.
No. I lost one of Ron's bennies.
The security guards are gone. But it is getting very close to midnight at this point.
Evil.
You guys have lost some time doing this. What are you going to do?
All right. We gotta get to the top. Maybe we should just go up the ladder the entire way. I guess. Wait.
Yeah.
We climb up to get to Addie's level, right?
Yeah, you would have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure I would, once we felt like they were far enough away, I'd push the ladder down the rest of the way.
Okay. You want to try that?
Yes.
Give me stealth.
Oh, no.
It was squeaky when you...
I know, but that's why I said wait.
You aced it.
10.
So you start to push the ladder down, and you hear it start to, and you stop, and you just sort of wiggle it a little bit in the railing so that you can kind of break off a little bit of the rust. You're trying to keep it from rattling, and you feel like you get it into a little bit of a better position, and you slowly slide it down, and it makes a few metallic noises of protest, but does eventually reach its way down to the ground. You guys can now climb up.
All right. Yeah, I think it will be faster. Well, you found a window that was kind of open, right? Oh, but it was out on like a ledge,
Yeah,
basically.
it's
4 minutes till.
All right, let's go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys start working your way up the fire escape. Who's in the lead? Who's in the middle? Who's in the rear?
I guess I'll be in the lead since I was up here first, probably in the order of things.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
You were probably next. I probably helped you.
I think that makes sense.
All right. So you're in the rear.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start walking up the fire escape, and one level down from the top, as you're on the 4th story landing of the fire escape, you just feel tension start to ratchet up. You don't know what you're going to find or what to expect up here, but you have what was asked of you, and you have some basic means of protecting yourselves, and you're just going to have to hope that that's enough. You ready to get up on the roof?
Yeah.
You guys take a deep breath and start walking up the last bit of the stairs to the roof of the Rockefeller site building. When you get up here, you see that it's fairly dark. The lights from down below don't seem to reach up this way. They're all directed down towards the ground with the shades typical of electric lighting out in like a street. And also the huge shadow of the bell tower kind of casts the rest of the roof in darkness. You see a bunch of metallic units that look like they might be utility hubs or AC units of some kind. You're not entirely sure. And piping and tubing, it's typical of the top of a building that has a lot of people and day-to-day activity, but you don't hear anything other than the rain pattering on the wet roof.
I mean, we just wait, right?
I don't know what else we can do.
I mean, we can walk the perimeter, I guess, but
Yeah. Maybe there's something.
stay away from the edges.
Okay.
Maybe there's something we're supposed to be looking for.
Let's just all keep an eye on each other, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are splitting up?
No, we're just walking around
Oh,
together.
we used to keep an eye on each other, so I thought, okay.
Yeah,
so
I meant that as don't split up, actually.
You start to walk around the perimeter of the roof, and as you do, you're heading into the shadow from the bell tower. And
okay.
you start walking that way, just towards the back where the long shadows cast darkness on the roof. And as you walk into that area, there's a sudden as a security floodlight turns on and just arrests the three of you in your movement up here on the roof, spotlighting the three of you.
Okay.
Probably just a...
Another floodlight turns on, and what you see on the other side of the roof is a loud Hawaiian shirt and cargo shorts on their knees, some sort of burlap sack over their head, and standing behind them, a figure wearing a bandana over their face, a hoodie, and goggles, and holding what looks like some sort of knife to the throat of the person in the burlap sack. I need a fear roll from all of you.
And that's...
Spirit.
But I mean, wasn't that affected by something? Oh, hers was, right.
Doom. I'm doomed!
I have a +1 plus a +2, so +3 to hit.
Matt died, jeez. Yay, I aced it! That was a weird noise.
7.
7.
12.
12.
9.
Wait, I rolled with the wrong die.
Uh-oh.
I would have had an 8 except for the stupid fatigue.
I misread that. Okay, that's nowhere near as good.
Can I come and bond bennies to her?
Nope.
7.
But yeah, so 5.
5. So you all just kind of stop and stare as this figure just stands there waiting and speaks suddenly with a voice that sounds heavily modulated in some way. I was beginning to think you weren't going to show.
We got here close to midnight.
I know you to be more of a overachiever than that, Adelaide.
We're people. There were security guards.
It doesn't matter. We're here.
And no one else came with you.
No.
No.
What are you doing with that golf club, Sawyer? I hope you weren't planning on using it.
We hoped we wouldn't have to.
Everyone give me a notice roll.
Taste it.
7.
8.
I'll reroll with a Benny because why not, right?
Fuck you.
Okay. Really? All right.
No, I got a 7. That's fine.
9.
This one time. Yeah. 9. 7, 8, and 9. Adelaide, you notice that the hand holding the knife is bandaged. Do you have what I asked for?
Yes? What happened to your hand?
I appreciate the concern. Show me what you brought. You have it?
I think I have it right now.
Just was holding physically, literally holding it.
That's it. Roll it over.
Let him go.
No. That's not how this works, Sawyer.
Look.
You are not in a position to bargain.
Well, obviously we are because we have the thing you need.
I'd like it. I don't need it. And this man means nothing to me. So I suggest you think very carefully before playing hero.
All right. Sawyer will kind of get down on one knee and he said roll it over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of look at Adelaide and Ron to see if they... And he'll roll it over.
You roll it across to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all just sort of watch this little orb bounce across the roof and roll slowly over towards the figure's feet. You suddenly feel much less good.
Yeah.
And he keeps the knife right near the burlap sack covering Dr. Titus's head and reaches down and picks up the orb. Not just this.
All
What?
your bennies.
The bennies? No.
Oh. I can see what the fuss was about. Yes. This will do nicely.
Now let Dr. Titus go.
Of course. Just as we agreed. You've held up your end of the bargain. And he steps back from Titus and just knees him in the back and shoves him roughly to the ground, and Titus just collapses. He looks, you're guessing, unconscious. Have him. But don't think that there's anything more you can do here. I don't know why you all insist on getting in the way of things, but I'm tired of playing games. The next time any of you interfere, it'll be your neck that has a knife held to it. And he lowers his arms and steps back to the edge of the roof and jumps.
I want to run to the edge.
Yeah, me too.
You want to run to the edge?
Yeah.
Give me an athletics roll.
Faced it.
I got a 6.
6.
12, 16, minus 15.
15. I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, I also was rolling the wrong dice.
Well.
4. I'll spend a penny, why not? I've got all of them. Aced it. Aced it.
Wow.
Aced it.
Wow.
Bianch!
Jesus.
20.
Jesus!
So he turns and just jumps off the side of the building, and you rush over. What are you trying to do?
I just want to see where he went.
Yeah, kind of same.
Okay. You rolled a 6.
Yeah.
15? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you start running that way, but as you get closer, you notice Dr. Titus is just there motionless, and he could be hurt, and you just have to check first.
Yeah.
Ron's already way ahead of you. If there's anything to see, he's gonna see it. Ron, you sprint to the edge of the building, and you look over just in time to see nothing.
What? Where did he go?
Except for a small trailing wisp of smoke blowing away in the breeze.
When they ran that way, I probably ran to Titus.
Okay, so you're both
Yeah,
over
so we're
by
both
Titus.
with Titus now.
He is not moving. And with the sack on his head, it's hard to tell what sort of shape he's in.
Can I pull it off and try and do a healing check?
Yes,
If he
absolutely.
needs it?
Yeah, so Sawyer, you're already there, so I would say probably you're pulling the sack off his head, and Adelaide,
Sure.
you come running over just to see if there's anything that he might need. So give me a healing check as an observation check to see if he is actually hurt.
Okay. 5.
Okay, so you kneel down as soon as the bag gets pulled off his head, and it is indeed Dr. Titus, and he does seem a little bit worse for wear. He's got some bruises and bumps on him, and he is breathing, but only shallowly. But you kind of look him over and examine him. He doesn't seem to be wounded in any sort of serious way. He seems like he just might be heavily sedated, maybe?
Okay. I think he's okay. I think that maybe they just have like there's drugs in him.
And as you're saying that, he just sort of weakly groans. Ugh.
Doctor.
And his eyelids flutter.
Dr. Titus, are you okay?
What? Oh, my head. Where am I? Who are you?
You lectured
Oh God, where'd they go? They had me in a room.
They're gone.
They're gone.
And they got whatever that orb you had was.
They found it?
Yeah.
What was it?
Nothing. Nothing important.
It was clearly nothing important, as it kind of seemed to make you feel great when you were holding it.
Dr. Titus, we risked our lives to save you. I think we deserve a little bit more information.
You held it? You risked... Who are you? What are you doing here? Do I know you?
I was in the anthropology course earlier today.
Yes. I'm confused. You found it?
Yeah.
We came to your office to see if everything was okay, because what happened in that presentation, it sounded a lot like a dangerous person we'd encountered before. And when we got to your room, basically he made us find it, or he was going to kill you.
All right. Well, I suppose I should thank you. So thank you.
Yeah.
If it was as dire as you say, then thank you.
What do you know about that man? He's called himself Dr. M.
I don't know if he is a man.
What?
His voice was disguised. Could be a woman.
Sure. His hand seemed hurt. Did you do that?
No. No, I don't know anything about that. But they kept me in a dark place. I was drugged.
Sodium pentothal. We found a syringe.
The orb. I found it on a dig when I was about your age.
Where?
I was a student here. We were doing an archaeological dig out near the lake. Many Indian tribes had burial grounds in this area, and found it. It was gleaming in the ground like it had just been placed there when it had been sitting there for who knows how many years under the earth. And I felt something strange about it, so I kept it. But I didn't like having it on me. It seemed to do things to the people around me.
Like what?
I don't know. Make them less capable.
Oh.
But it made me feel fantastic, and I couldn't get rid of it. It was proof of what I'd known for so long, that there's more to this world than we think. But somehow this Dr. M person must have figured it out that I had it. I don't know. They seem to know much more about it than I do. And while I'm grateful for you all coming to my rescue, I can't help but wonder what it is they're going to do with it.
Well, hopefully if we can get more information about who this person is, we could, I don't know, get it back somehow or something.
Maybe. And he kind of just staggers a little bit. I'm sorry, I think I might need to lie down.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, we should go inside.
Get you
Can't
out of
just
this
stay out
rain.
here in the rain.
And as you guys help the limping Dr. Titus towards the rooftop exit and down into the building to get out of the rain, that figure stands down on the ground below and stares up impassively through goggles, one hand dripping blood. And that is where we will end things tonight. Technically, this is midterm week, but since we do not have the entire study group here, we will handle midterms at the very beginning of next week's session. But I want to say a big thank you to all of you.
Yes.
Thank you all.
To all of you
Thanks.
mischievous alumni association members out there who have given me so many things to remember. But thank you very much for supporting the show. It
Yes,
means a lot
it
to
really
us. So
does.
thank you.
Really, really does. Thank
Two
you
more
guys
shots
so
were
much.
bought for us before we
Hooray!
wrap things up tonight. Raise your red solo cups as like a Narnian bought us a shot. This shot will come into play when it happens.
Oh my god! All right,
Raise them up and chug.
Ah, whoa.
I'm just gonna do a real shot.
Thank you very much. Kaga bought us a shot. Grapple the Orp, because 13 and fun to say. Raise them up and chug. And also, thank you very much for the tip, Kaga. That is the
Thanks.
14th mystery box
moonshine.
card draw from tonight.
This is a moonshine shot. Because you guys earned it tonight.
This will come into play next session. And one final shot. Let's raise them up, and you're gonna do one of moonshine. This one comes from Kaga. Is this 12 or 13? It's 14, Kaga. Raise them up
14.
and chug. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you guys for tuning in and your generous support of the show and
Yes, thank
your very upsetting info dump on me, but I think I can do this. I have some time before the next session, so thank you guys. And you can follow all of our Wildcards Twitter accounts. Sorry, I'm a little bit at a loss here. Joshua Sawyer is at wildcards_JP. Adelaide Blackwood is at wildcards_Meg. Ron Tagoth Stevens is at wildcards_Dom. Calvin Everett Jr. is at wildcards_GXG. And I, the Dean of East Texas University, am at wildcards_GM. We do try and post things in between sessions, so you can follow us there. Also, you can continue to share the show, get the word out about it. We very much appreciate it. You can use the hashtag WildcardsRPG. And if you're going to Gen Con, or you know someone who's going to Gen Con, or you're not sure if you want to go to Gen Con, but you're almost sure you're going to go to Gen Con, all of those people and more. We are going to be doing a live Wildcards show at Gen Con. It is going to be canonical, it is going to be a spring break adventure, and it is going to be fun. And if you don't like Wildcards Live, there are other saving throw shows that are going to be live there. Uncanny Valley. We're going to be doing a Pugmire show. Tempting Fate is going to be live. We have a whole slate of live shows and panels at Gen Con. If you're going to be there, we would love to see you at them. We would love to hang out and meet you and talk to you a bit, because that's what conventions are all about. So if you are going to go, please do look into getting some tickets for our events. We'd love to see you there. Or if you know someone who's going to go who might be interested, let them know that they can still get tickets. I believe they are all still on sale for all of our panels and live shows.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can find that on the Gen Con website. If you search Saving Throw in the Find an Event part of the page, all of our events will come up.
Click the link that's probably in chat, !Gen Con, it will show all of them.
Or you can
Last
enter
year, the
!Gen
Wildcards
Con.
live show was a blast.
It was a lot of fun.
It was
So-
probably one of our best episodes.
It was
of Wild
really.
Yeah, I think
it
it
was
was.
also just like really fun to like meet
And-
everybody and see everybody. So let's hope.
And
some of you
although
guys
it will
are
be
there.
streamed live, it will be streamed on the Gen Con channel, and you probably won't see the VOD for a very long time.
Yes.
So if you want to see it live.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We highly recommend it, and we'd love to see you there.
Yeah.
But with that having been said, guys, it's time for us to leave this evening. So big thank you to Rick Bear for running everything behind the scenes. Big thank you to you guys for being here at the table.
Thank you.
A big we miss you to Gaurav, wherever he may
Yeah.
be, hopefully completely unaffected by this evening's earlier earthquake. And one more time, thank you very much to you guys in the Alumni
Yeah.
Association. You guys are crazy. You have given me a lot of work to do, but I think I'm up to it. So thank you very much, guys. We will return next Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time here on twitch.tv/savingthrows show for the next installment of Wildcards. But until then, go Ravens!